Hey, Symposium listeners, have you ever listened to our A Song of Ice and Fire coverage and wanted to chime in live with your thoughts? Or wanted us to cover a property of your choice?
Introducing the Symposium Review Contest. The contest is open now and closes on August 31st, 2026.
Here's how you can enter. Leave us a 5-star review on any podcatcher and send us a screenshot to earn an entry. You can leave reviews on as many platforms as you want, and each screenshot counts as an entry.
If you want an extra incentive, every review you submit on or before April 30th, 2026 will be counted as 2 entries.
If you win, you get to pick one of the following 3 options.
Option 1, join us for an A Song of Ice and Fire wrap-up episode after we have read A Dance with Dragons.
Option 2, get us to watch or read or otherwise consume a piece of media to cover on the podcast.
Option 3 is the same as option 2, but you get to also be on the podcast episode with us.
We will have a minimum of 2 winners. One winner will be the person who earned the most entries, and a second winner will be chosen through random draw. If interest is high, a third winner may also be chosen.
So folks, get those reviews in on or before August 31st, 2026. We look forward to chatting with you in fall of 2026.
And now on to the episode. Welcome to A Song of Ice and Fire Symposium. My name is Nav, and my pronouns are they, them.
And my name's Harmit, and my pronouns are Hershey, like the chocolate.
And this is A Dance with Dragons, chapters 37 and 38. The Prince of Winterfell and the Watcher. In these chapters, we're officially halfway through this book.
Wow. Okay, cute.
Yeah, so my ebook tells me 50% read.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that's like an exact like breakdown of the chapters, but like in terms of text.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? As we get closer to the end of this book, I'm like getting really mad at George R. R. Martin, and I'm also getting really like anxious because doing something for 5 years and then being like, oh my god, it's like maybe ending ish for now, because obviously we're still covering the show and like gotta wrap up and like do a bunch of stuff, but like still in a way, and like having read all the books will be an ending, you know? So I don't know, just something about like we've been doing this for 5 years, like who am I if I'm not constantly reading these books? You know what I mean? Who am I once I have read these books?
Yeah, that is a crisis of faith we all must face. I don't know.
It's like I don't like it. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah.
Why can't he just release a new book for me so that I don't have to feel this way?
Yes, sure thing. Coming right up.
Yeah.
So yeah, George R. R. Martin sucks, but who died in these chapters?
Hold on, wait. Okay, we read Theon's chapter. Nobody? Well, he's remembering all the people he killed.
Right. No, I'm
and all
trying
the
to remember
things.
too.
I don't think there was any new
that
ones.
Might be true. Oh, wild.
Yeah, and then Ario Hota's chapter. The Mountain's Head, which we finally received, but the mountain's not like dead, so I don't know if that counts. Who else? Nobody? Marcella's ear? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might be true, but we'll talk about it if it comes up. And what did you think of these chapters?
They were good. Well, Theon's chapter was kind of brutal. I was actually having a terrible time actively. This is like, do you remember when we had okay, maybe I'm misremembering, right? Maybe I'm attaching some things to Theon that were never there. Theon has had chapters like this, right? Where he was like, nobody loves me, I belong nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was like, am I just giving him empathy because now he's in a terrible situation and I'm forgetting what he was actually like? Okay, so he was actually like that.
We
cool.
did have these, but he was such a dick that it
was
really
hard to
overshadowed everything that he was feeling.
Cool. So we're coming back to this sort of version of him. And in a way, it's like, okay, maybe he is finding his way back to himself, you know, like he's it's written as Theon every time, right? And all the things, and he's Prince of Winterfell. But it's like not in like a fun, good way. Like it's like really depressing and he feels really guilty and he's not having a good time. And the wedding actually went through. So it just was not a good chapter. Would not recommend. But Arya Hota's chapter was like, okay, I like me some scheming. I like me some not unlikely allies, because it's literally like his nieces, but like not unlikely allies, but like an unexpected sort of partnership, you know, ish. So that was good. So it did kind of counteract Theon's chapter, but not necessarily enough. But it was good. Arya Hota's a good guy. I mean, I wouldn't say I missed him, but I do remember him being good and liking him. Yeah, it was good.
Cool. Well, the Theon chapter, other than the last like 10% of it, it's actually one of my favorite chapters.
Why?
It's so melancholy, and the descriptions of everything are so mesmerizing.
And you liked that?
I
did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It is like...
That's so interesting. I mean, it was definitely an interesting chapter. I just would not have pinned it as one of your favorites. Like, yes, the descriptions were good, and like that part, like the Winterfell of it all was nice, and like even Lady Dustin was interesting, but I just wouldn't pin it as a fave for anybody.
I don't know.
Let alone you.
Maybe like I'll point out some of the details, and then it'll like
maybe
explain it a little bit more, but I do love this chapter.
Okay, interesting.
And I also love Theon's like internal brooding and contemplating and just all of that. Okay.
Wow, so you don't like Jon, but you like Theon.
I'm sorry, Jon is just too pretentious. Get over yourself.
And Theon is so well adjusted.
I never said Theon was so well adjusted.
I'm just joking. Joking.
I don't know. I don't know. This chapter gets me in the feels. I don't know why, but it does. Okay.
Aww, okay. No, I buy it. I just, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's always nice to be in Dorne, so I like that chapter too, obviously.
Yes.
But the highlight for me is the beginning of the Prince of Winterfell chapter. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to summarize them for us real quick before we get into the chatting?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll try.
All right. So, 3. I'm just gonna say Theon and Arya so that instead of saying the whole names. 3, 2, 1. Theon.
Okay, Theon's giving Jane, aka Arya, away. Wedding is happening. Winterfell strikes back. Just kidding. It's fine. It happens. She asks him to like save her. She's like, I'll be with you. I'll be your person. Just please save me. He doesn't have the strength to do it. He's not going to do it. Wait, they get married. Dustin is interesting. She's like, I don't like no maester. And then
switch.
Arya. You should have reminded me. Okay, Arya. Okay. All the sand snakes are there. A bunch of people are gathered around. We're revealing the mountain's head. Okay, they did in fact send the mountain's head. It's big, probably the mountain. Cool. They leave. Situation subdued. Sand snakes about to pounce. Gotta subdue them too. Hey, sand snakes. You should do this. Trust me. Your dad and I worked closer than you thought we did. I got plans. Swear on your dad.
That's your time.
They go to the plans. That was terrible. They go to the plans, you know.
All right.
Yeah. You know,
Not
that
your
was a
best
summary.
work. Not your best work.
Sure.
All right. So, the Prince of Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
You guessed that this would be Theon, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
This is, yeah, because before this, all his chapters were called Reek, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he does, like, the last chapter ended with him being like, no, I'm Reek, please don't hurt me. Like, that was how it ended. But he seems to have come more to terms with being Theon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's helping Jane get dressed, but he's like, not Jane, this is Arya, not Jane, this is Arya. Trying to remind himself. And she's like, I'll be a better wife than Arya, I promise. And he has to be like, no, you are Arya, idiot, shut up, don't say things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, remember they called you Arya Underfoot, your sister used to call you Arya Horseface.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jane's like, actually, I was the one that came up with that name.
Damn.
I used to be pretty, but now I'm Arya Horseface. And
man. Ouch.
I mean, I feel so bad for her. Just
Yeah. And yeah. And then like at the end when it's like she was getting beat, there's like marks along her back.
Trained
and trained quotations. Yeah. She has not had a good time since we last saw her. Like all the time we haven't seen her.
If we had any doubt, it's been
exactly. If we had any doubt that Littlefinger was not keeping her sort of hanging out as a highborn woman, you know?
Yeah. And she seems convinced that Ramsay knows that she's not really Arya. And then even later, Theon is like, he has to know this is not Arya. But we never actually get any 100% confirmation from anyone who I still don't know if they know.
Yeah, exactly. Like obviously, no, but wait, what made me think Bolton knew?
I don't know, dude. I feel like we talked about it and it wasn't a thing, so.
Okay, because I think in the last chapter when he's talking to Theon, it seemed like he did know. Like, there wasn't confirmation, but it seemed like he did know. And then I was kind of thinking, like, if he knows, then does everybody know? I'm kind of the mind that everybody knows.
That this is not Arya?
Yeah, and we're sort of keeping it. Everybody, as in, like, Lady Dustin, Roose Bolton, Ramsay.
Right.
Sort of all know.
I land on they don't know whether it's not Arya or Jane. Like they're unsure, but they're making the best of it by like having Theon confirm her identity, which is why Lady Dustin called him. So you were right about that too. So yeah, I think they have their like. They're like, this could be Arya or this couldn't be Arya, but we really don't care. Basically, is probably their outlook on it.
Yeah.
And this is when she like begs him to help her, like, you know how to fight, just let's run away. I could be your wife or your sex worker or whatever, just save me. And he's like, I will not be saving anybody, you or me. Like, that's not what's happening. Jane, her name is Jane, it rhymes with pain, which is lovely. And and then all the time he's thinking how she has brown eyes, the wrong eyes, somebody will see, somebody will remember.
Yeah, Mans is fixated on her eyes, and it just is like it's like the window. Her eyes are the window into his internal conflict of like, oh my god, it's not her. It's like every single time, like even, oh my god, there was like I hesitate to call it beautiful, but like kind of a beautiful description where he's talking about how like he's like what color are her eyes? What color are they? They're supposed to be gray, right?
But they are brown.
but they are brown. Okay, thank you. He's talking about how, like, everything in the Godswood is gray, and everything in Winterfell is gray, just not her goddamn eyes.
Yeah.
And it was, like, a really good description.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you have a point, actually.
Come on. Okay. I don't know. It's just really well described. It just is.
Yeah.
And it's
is
horrible. But if you somehow just forget that it's Ramsay, you can almost trick yourself into being like, this is a beautiful wedding.
Right.
Which is actually kind of what I did like 4 years ago.
Wow.
So,
really?
Like, you know how I go through, like, I have an obsessive personality. Like, I get obsessed with things and then they become my entire personality.
Yes.
But it happens in phases, right? Like,
yeah.
I'll be really obsessed with something, kind of not get over it, but like be less obsessed and then be obsessed again and then less and then more. Like, it just constantly a thing. This was during one of my major like A Song of Ice and Fire obsessive moments, and I think this was in 2021.
Yeah.
And every year they release like not a Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire calendar, like art calendar.
Wow.
And it's always this very elaborate art scenes of like art of scenes from the books, like from not from the show but from the books themselves. And the one that really caught my attention that year was the art of this wedding. Let me send it to you. And I had this as my wallpaper on my work computer of all places for several months.
Wow, you loved that image.
And it's like, I mean, it's her getting married to Ramsay, but I, for some reason, just didn't want to, like, think of it like that.
I mean, yeah, it is the damn Godswood, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
all of us be weak in the knees for the Godswood. I just sent it to you,
and we'll link it in the show notes, but, like, it's just such a good... It doesn't 100% match the description, because there's, like, snow on the ground and stuff, whereas, like, he talks explicitly about how there's no snow on the ground in the Godswood. Yeah. But it's still, like, a very mesmerizing scene, and I think I was so taken with the description this chapter that it just invoked all those feelings for me, and I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's cool. I really like that image.
Yeah. So, and I think those calendars always like have some of the best artwork. I wish I could share them with you, but they tend to have like spoilers for throughout the series, so I'm not gonna yet.
Damn.
But eventually.
Okay, maybe... add that to the list of things you need to start making a list of things to show me after. I
have a semi-list, but I guess I should make an official list. But I don't know. It'll happen. Like, I can't control everything. Like, let the universe take charge of some of the things.
Oh my god.
Listeners, remind us, okay? I have too many lists already. I can't be making so many.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Yash, he's the nearest thing to living kin, and if he is seen to accept her as Arya, then everybody else can't question her not being Arya and all of those things. And even if they have doubts, they're not going to be voicing them after this. So this is their whole scheme. And apparently Bruce Bolton was like, do this service, and then once Stannis is defeated, we'll discuss how best to restore you to your father's seat. Which Theon is like, that's bullshit. But I think it's only semi-bullshit in that Roose does want his he wants to get his hands on the Iron Islands, and he would totally use Theon to do that.
Yeah, for sure. But like, it... Honestly, I agree, because it is like... I mean, we look at Theon's condition... There's not much Roose would have to do to keep him under his palm, you know? Like, there's totally a way.
Yeah, and I could also see it like, okay, Theon's somehow crowned the king of the Iron Islands or whatever. Yeah. And then he's still just gonna be our guest, though. And then Ramsay can have his way with him or whatever. But
yeah, totally. Like, they just pull him out for events where they need to show face, you know?
Yeah. But I do think Roose would be interested in using him to get to the Iron Islands.
For sure, yeah.
And this whole time he's like, maybe Stannis will kill us all and then it'll be the best thing ever.
Man, these descriptions. Oh, yeah. This poor guy. Okay, can you remind me of the lore of Heat and Winterfell?
So Winterfell is built on these like natural hot springs.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Godswood has like a major like hot spring in there. It's like the pool that they all bathe in and hang out in and stuff. But there's just also just little, I don't know, spores, is that the word? Like just places in the Godswood that give off heat, like natural underground heat. And apparently, since the castle is also built on these, the walls are always warm, even in the winter.
Right.
So, which is why it's like so great. Like Winterfell is literally the perfect winter castle. Like,
man, I want to be in Winterfell so bad because that's kind of like every passing year, I learn that that's kind of my perfect weather. Like
super cold.
Super cold, but I have heating. You know?
But that is what you live in, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've realized that, but the thing is, the reason Winterfell is more like calls to me more than Winterpeg Mana Snowba is because in Winterfell I wouldn't have to deal with like the like shoveling snow to get out of the driveway.
Yeah,
like
that's if you're
can't...
the Lord of Winterfell, not if you work in Winterfell like most people there.
Well, yeah, the point is that I'm like,
so you just want to be rich. That's the point.
No.
Because you
don't get it.
If you were rich, you could hire people to shovel your driveway. Then you wouldn't have to do it, and you could still be cozy.
No, but like I want. Okay, no, hear me out. Okay, let me start at the beginning so you understand what I mean, right? I want like I go outside and it is cold. I don't necessarily want like Winterfell cold. I want like maybe Winterfell in the summer, you know, level of nice. But like, because the thing is like, I like the cool, I love cool air, I love wind, I love a breeze, even if it's like an icy breeze that goes right through you, but I need the ability to escape it as soon as I want to, and then not have to deal with any of the other effects of it. Like, it basically is just like that, like, I'm not like a sun girly, I'm, like, I need like a cold.
Plumbing, washrooms. Every time you have to take a bath, you gotta warm up water, and by the time it gets to your bath, it's cold again. Like,
hey, but like, I'm the Lord of Winterfell, you know? I got people to do that for me.
Yeah, but the people can't control the temperature of water. Like,
yeah, but like, I'll be like, hey, this is your job. Do it right before I get in, and then it's like, okay, my water's getting cold, go do this, like, go anticipate this and deal with it before my water's getting cold. So what I said is
you just want to be rich so you can boss people around to do all your chores is
correct. But the point is Winterfell. The point is Winterfell and rich. I need money, I need to have the money and to be in a, like, I don't want to be in Arizona, you know what I mean, and rich, because, like, what am I gonna do outside? Okay. Like, I don't want to be in Arizona.
But rich in Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's fine. Rich and Winnipeg would be cool.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, but Winterfell's more fantastical, and it's more like I get to have all of my like real life desires, but in like a fantasy world. That's ideal. Okay. That's peak, you know? Like I get to go in there with my current body and my current needs of I hate sweating. I don't want to sweat because I sweat too much, you know? Like I get to go in there with this. Yeah. Anyway, we've dwelled on this for way too long. Let's go. Okay.
Well, the Godswood is warm because they got those hot springs.
Okay, yeah. That's what I kind of... Because I remembered, like, Catelyn... I remembered the theory of, like, there's a hot dragon in the walls of Winterfell. I liked that theory. And I remembered Catelyn being like, it's warm, and I'm overheating in my fur cloak. You know, I remembered that. And I just couldn't remember the lore. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. apparently all of Winterfell is just covered in snow to the point where it's like blocking doorways, like entire doors, the
Mm-hmm.
drifts of snow. And
Yeah.
Theon thinks under the snow lay gray ash and cinders, and here and there a blackened beam or a pile of bones adorned with scraps of skin and hair. So
Oh
they
my
didn't
god.
even clean up all the dead bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But inside the Godswood, the ground remained unfrozen and steam rose off the hot pools. Oh, okay. It doesn't say anything about being not snowy, but it's that it's unfrozen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe they can grow some stuff here because they shattered the glass greenhouse, which
Yeah.
just,
Man, all these people destroying all the
I
winter
feel like,
stores.
okay, obviously Ramsay, unreasonable person, whatever, right? Like all of those things. But
Yeah.
something as precious as a greenhouse in the north should be like
Mm-hmm.
sacred ground. Like, we don't touch that. Like, even if we're
Yeah.
burning this house to the ground, we leave the grass. Like, we
Yeah.
transport the glass to our house. Like, just don't disrespect this way. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
anyway, okay. So she is wearing obviously stark gray and white. He's wearing black and gold with the kraken,
Mm-hmm.
and but under the hood his hair was white and thin and his flesh had an old man's grayish undertone. A Stark at last, he thought.
Mm-hmm.
Um
That was so depressing.
yeah, and there it's just like a very there's like wisps of fogs and like people are coming in and out of focus. Like, it's just like a very Halloweeny feel to this.
Yeah.
And he starts reminiscing. Theon Greyjoy was no stranger to the Godswood. He had played here as a boy, skipping stones across the cold black pool beneath the weirwood, hiding his treasures in the bole of an ancient oak, stalking squirrels with a bow he made himself, fighting with Jon and Robb, and like kissing a girl for the first time. Just all the things, you know.
Yeah. He had found secret places where he could hide when he wanted to be alone.
Yeah, just, and I want a Godswood. You know what? That's what's lacking in Winnipeg is we don't have like these private gardens of ancient trees. Like,
So true. Oh my
yeah,
god. Who do I need to contact? Mr. Bran the Grandseer? To Grandseer?
green
Grandseer?
seer.
Greenseer, thank you. I was saying
You're just,
Grandseer. And
yeah,
I
because
was
you
like,
wanted it to
something
rhyme
feels
with
wrong.
Bran.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, and so they slowly make their way down the path to where um Ramsay's like standing under the tree, and I love this little bit specifically. Like, well, I'm gonna just read the whole paragraph because I don't want to pick and choose because it's all great. The mists were so thick that only the nearest trees were visible. Beyond them stood tall shadows and faint lights. Candles flickered beneath the wandering path, and back amongst the trees, pale fireflies floating in a warm gray soup. It felt like some strange underworld, some timeless place between the worlds, where the damned wandered mournfully for a time before finding their way down to whatever hell their sins had earned them.
Dude.
And this is like, like this is Theon's personal hell. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all very, yeah.
Dude.
I don't know.
And it's so, like, you know what? Obviously, it's like, it's been, like, unkempt, and, like, it's, like, all the things, and, like, no one's been here, and, like, winter is kind of here, that too. All the things. But I feel like it's also I just find happiness in thinking of this as, like, kind of like Winterfell fighting back against the wedding too. Like, kind of being like, you want to have a wedding here? Deal with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the ancient powers on our side. Like, why is there a non-Stark wedding here posing as a Stark wedding? Like, a little, like, you want a wedding here? It's gonna be creepy and terrible as hell, so do it at your own, like, risk,
Yeah. Above their heads, the trees were full of ravens, their feathers fluffed as they hunched on bare brown branches, staring down on the pageantry below. Maester Lewin's birds. Lewin was dead, and his maester's tower had been put to the torch, yet the ravens lingered. This is their home. Theon wondered what it would be like to have a home.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sad. Very sad.
So they get to the tree, and it's like who comes here? And Theon's like, it's Arya. She's coming to get married. Who comes to claim her? And he's like, me. Ramsay, who gives her Theon of House Greyjoy, who was her father's ward. And then he asks her, will you take this man? And she doesn't say anything for a moment, but her eyes are begging, and he thinks that this is your chance, like her chance to tell them all that she's not Arya.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, it would mean her death, of course, and his own as well. But Ramsay, in his wrath, might kill them both quickly. The old gods of the north might grant them that small boon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, having read it, I know that he nor she are going to do anything to stop this. But I had no doubt, even when I was reading it for the first time, that they would do anything to stop this from happening.
Yeah.
Just, like, they don't hold any power. Like, there's no good choice here, so they just...
And it just literally is like, I honestly think, even if he were to jump up and be like, that's not Arya, I refuse to do this, or like, she were to be like, I'm not Arya, but like, whatever, I honestly don't see, like, I don't know, maybe if she said it, but I just feel like if he said it, it could easily just be like, he doesn't want this union to happen, he's whatever.
Like, it would be nice if, like, they both were like, no, this is not Arya, this is Jane Poole, and everybody was like, oh my god, kill the Boltons, and then somehow also protected the both of them, but I don't see that ever, like, you know?
Yeah, right, you're hoping if it brought them down, it would also bring Bolton down, like, sort of thing. Yeah, I just honestly feel like even if they had done something, it just, like, it would have been the same or a similar conclusion anyway. Like, it just, you know? Like, it just, like, everybody here at least probably suspects that this isn't Arya. Some of them may even know that it's...
could not be Arya.
Yeah, like, there's just so... And, like... And also, like, okay, so... The story is that Theon did all the ransacking and all the things, right? Like, so if all that was Theon, and now we're, like, trusting Theon's word, and I know that it's Theon's word that it's, like, Arya, and, like, maybe he's trying to repent so they don't kill him. Like, it just, like, I just feel like there's a lot, like, they all know, and if the only power you have is to tell them, like, this is Arya, like, it's just not enough to change the situation, you know? Because that can be
Bolton
overcome.
Has, like, a lot of, like, he's got all the phrase, like, there's, like, 1,000 phrase up in here that would back him regardless. Like, the northern people care whether she's Arya or not. The Freys don't care at all.
Yeah, that too. Like, it just, yeah, it's just, it's outnumbered, and it probably wouldn't work, and it just, yeah.
Anyway, it's a terrible choice either way. But the wedding itself is kind of cool. Like, not this wedding, like the northern wedding tradition, where, you know, they're like, you're cool, I'm cool, let's be cool together. And then they kneel and pray, and then that's it. That's the wedding. Like, instead of having, like, whole big elaborate, like, hullabaloo, it's very quick and easy, and I like it.
Yeah.
And so then, you know, the wedding's done. Ramsay carries her off. People follow. The bard, Abel, begins to sing. And, the musicians playing. Just like, you know, it's almost a really cool scene. I don't know. And then Theon's like, should I pray? It's not like these were ever my gods, but I'm so far from the drowned god. It had been a lifetime since any god had heard him. He did not know who he was or what he was, why he was still alive, why he had ever been born. Like,
dude.
Now that he's not such a dick, this hits more.
Yeah, it's dark. It's sad. Ugh.
Yeah, and then Theon, a voice seemed to whisper. Who said that? All he could see were the trees and the fog that covered them. The voice had been as faint as rustling leaves, as cold as hate. A god's voice or a ghost. Thoughts?
Bran. Hi, Bran.
I thought you said he can't talk through the trees.
Okay, you know what? Is it my fault that he can do something that a, like, hundreds-year-old tree guy, Green Seer, says he can't?
Talk about this. He said you can't talk to those in the past.
Oh, right, yes.
And
okay,
I was like,
wait.
what about in the present? And you were like, he'll rustle some leaves. That's what you said.
Well, maybe it's like this took all his power to do.
All he can do is like one word at a time.
Yeah, or like
Theon's got to come back every day for a single word, like
something like that. Like, or it just is like there's only so much you can say, and it sucks so much out of you. You may as well just not, because you can't really make an impact with just Theon.
Sorry, I just had like a Theon figures out that it's like a message he gets like one word at a time every day, and he keeps returning, and it's like, Theon, this is Bran. I have power, and I have something important to tell you. Like, imagine it takes like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, fuck off. Like, or some really petty insult.
I love that. That would be iconic. Do you remember when like Sansa was going to the Godswood every day to talk to the jester guy? What was his name?
Dante's.
Yeah. It's kind of giving that, but less sad, more funny.
Like my version of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought like the real how. Okay.
No.
So say this is Bran. How does Bran feel about these happenings?
No way he's good with this. He's not like, well, because he also doesn't know, like, he doesn't know everything. Well, I guess now he could have seen that it wasn't Theon, it was the other guy. But either way, like, at the very least, he's not happy with Theon for what Theon did actually do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Voice as cold as hate. There's a reason that description's there. But so he's clearly not good with that. So maybe it's like he's gonna have to reconcile how he feels about Theon to the Ramsay stuff, if he even has looked at that. Like, maybe he doesn't have time to go look at every single moment in this tree, But I'm assuming if he's made it to the present, he's probably looked at a significant chunk of the past.
Still likes Jane. Maybe he can pull like a Raven army to rescue Jane.
Maybe. That would be amazing, but
they just carry her off,
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, because I know what's his name? Bloodraven. That's his name. Bloodraven. I was like, what's his name? I know Bloodraven gave that big speech about like, you can only see them, don't try to change the past. Does that, like, okay, so if he like rustles leaves and says Theon, whatever, like, can he, like, I want to know how much he can do. What is the extent of his powers in this situation?
This is in the present, like.
Yeah, yes, but I want to know in the present how much he can do, because it is like, I don't know, because it's like, I do think there is some sort of like he's got to be like a protector now, right? And like try and do the right thing, whatever. Like, is this kind of biased for him to just sort of interfere in Winterfell matters, I don't know. Like, what's sort of the like, what would, not
what's
that Bloodraven
conduct?
What is the code of conduct? Exactly. But also, like, not that, okay, A, my question is, what would Bloodraven think? But B, obviously, I'm thinking, like, Bloodraven is not the only authority on this. Like, he's only been doing this for a few hundred years, or like 100 years, I think, or something. So, like, he's not the be-all, end-all of this. But still, like, I feel like it would be interesting to see what he thinks. Like, what...
Like, is it the Green Seers take no part?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
Apparently, according to him, like, their job is to, like, save the world or whatever.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, too. So it's like, okay, so how... But, like, to what level are you supposed to save the world?
If you don't interfere?
Exactly. And or is it a matter of you're only supposed to interfere when things are really big? So then is this big enough? Like, I just, like, what's he supposed to do? Let's iron that out.
Maybe Theon's one that's gonna save the world, and this, like, they gotta interfere in his fate to make that happen.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Or maybe Theon saves somebody who then saves the world. Like, like the butterfly effect, like it can anything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's reemerge out of that into the wedding. Okay. Winterfell, it's a sad scene. Like, he thinks how that it's not the castle that he remembered. It's more scarred, ruined, haunt of crows and corpses.
Yeah.
The, like, big double curtain walls are still standing because granite is not going to be burned by a little fire. But most of the towers and keeps don't have roofs anymore because those were like wooden roofs,
Yeah.
Roofs. And a few of the towers have collapsed. The glass garden is shattered. So Roose Bolton has brought his entire host inside Winterfell, like, instead of it just being like the lords and stuff, like even the soldiers and everybody's inside, and they're hanging out in tents that are all over the yard. Which, I mean, to live in this kind of cold weather in a tent must suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thousands huddled among the ruins, crowding every court, sleeping in cellar vaults and under topless towers and in buildings abandoned for centuries. They've rebuilt the kitchens, re-roofed the barracks, and this is where he's like, all the color had been leached from Winterfell until only gray and white remained, the Stark colors.
Dude.
Gray and gray and grayer, with the whole world gray everywhere you looked, everything gray except the eyes of the bride.
Man. Oh.
And as he's walking through the yard, he's noticing all the dead men hanging from the ropes. So apparently, Winterfell was full of squatters when they arrived. And Roose Bolton was like, he hanged some of the ones that were, it says truculent, unwilling, just gonna be trouble. But he put the rest to work, and he was like, I'm gonna be merciful if you do the work for me. So they helped rebuild the gates, they replaced the roof for the Great Hall, and all of those things. And then when the work was done, he hanged them too, and that was merciful because he didn't flay a single one.
Man.
But they couldn't take him down for the wedding?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, there is something, it's so dark and
this
sinister.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's put in a little fear factor, in case anyone wants to speak up and oppose.
I guess. And so Theon came to Winterfell with Lady Dustin and her party, and she was the one who took custody of Arya until she was wed, but now obviously she no longer has that custody. And all of that. And Theon's trying to like comfort himself by like, as long as she doesn't anger him, she'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. He's not a psychopath at all. Like,
oh my god. Ouch.
I made myself the Prince of Winterfell, he thought, and from that came all of this. And he's thinking about how this was never really my home because I was a hostage here. And that's Ned had not treated him cruelly. He was kind but never warm because he knew one day he might need to put me to the death.
Dude.
Which, yeah, like, oh my god, there are so many kids not having good childhoods in this house too.
Yeah.
Like, we've got Theon with a sword kind of always hanging over his head. Jon with the hatred that Catelyn felt towards him, and just sucks.
Yeah.
But I also do understand Ned not wanting to get too close to Theon because he was a hostage. But also, couldn't you just be like, instead of like, if Greyjoy does, Balon Greyjoy, like, rebels again, Instead of killing Theon, you're just like, we're never gonna give him back. I don't know. Can't you do something other than kill?
Right. Yeah.
It's so fucked
rip.
up. Okay.
Yeah. This sucks.
So he's still in the yard because this is a large ass yard. I mean, it's housing thousands, you know?
Yeah.
And he's remembering the things he's done in this yard. Like that time he gathered all the Winterfell people when Bran and party had escaped to tell him where they were, but nobody told them anything. None of them would help me, even though I had known them half of my life.
Yeah.
Even so, he'd done his best to protect them until, obviously, Ramsay came and undid all that. But I'm like, did you really do your best to protect them? I don't know. Theon,
no, you did not, sir.
Generous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously they wouldn't help you because you had taken over their home and were threatening their lords.
Yeah.
So, he's a lot more sympathetic in these chapters, but there's still moments of just dude.
Yeah, it's very oh no, look at this guy who we have to suffer now. If I'd just been the guy. But not really though, because he is kind of taking accountability of man, I really did sort of open the can of worms, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking overall responsibility, but not for the very specific, all the tiny specific minute things, not necessarily,
right,
but all the specific things. He's
right,
all of this is my fault, but not all the things within all of this.
Right, yeah.
And I guess, I don't know. Okay, so he finally gets to the doors of the Great Hall, and they're just, not very grand doors. All the stuff was put up in such haste that it's just shoddy work, basically.
Yep.
And it's very tightly packed in there and super warm, and he's glad for that, obviously. And Abel the bard is singing, and this is where he says that he calls himself a bard, but in truth he's more a pander, and a pander means pimp. So I it's one of those things that I did know, but I looking it up, I needed a reminder to be that's what pander means in this case. And apparently Manderley brought musicians from White Harbor, but none of them were singers, so when Abel turned up at the gates with a lute and 6 women, he had been made welcome. And he says that 2 of them are his sisters, 2 daughters, a wife, and his old mother, but none of them actually look like him at all. And,
oh my god.
Yeah, he's they're gonna be super useful. Yeah. Thoughts?
Is this I don't know, is this part of this, is this a scheme?
Okay, first I want to note that Manderley brought musicians.
Okay, that I did think was sus. But I didn't think
because it reminded me of how in the Red Wedding, the musicians were actually the assassins.
Right, yeah.
So I'm does he have assassins disguised as musicians as a nod to the Red Wedding, but this time he's gonna kill Frey's with them?
Right, he's gonna what's it called? Do payback exactly as is.
Right. Okay, and then do we know of any singers that were recently headed to Winterfell with 6 women?
Was it what's his name? The guy who's Simon or something?
Simon?
No, not Simon. The guy who was with
in River Run?
Yeah, with Edmure. With Edmure and
Tom O' Strings?
Yeah, I'm thinking of him. I don't know why. I don't know where I got Simon from instead of Tom. Dude. It's not Tom. Who is a singer going to Winterfell?
I don't know.
There's Marillion?
Beyond the Wall?
Oh, and he needed women! Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
It was like last chapter too.
I
Not
know.
last chapter,
I
but
know.
very
I
recently.
literally totally forgot about that. Oh my god.
Also,
This is
Abel,
Mance. Uh-huh.
do you remember Ygritte telling John the story of Bale, the bard, who stole into Winterfell, kidnapped the daughter of Stark, and all of that? So Abel is a, what is it called when you flip up the words? And
Oh, like a anagram?
yeah, anagram of Bale, and he's here to steal the Stark daughter.
Wow. Oh my god, I literally totally forgot about that entire plot line. I forgot about everything related to John and Melisandre, even though we just saw both of them. LOL. Oh yeah, this is definitely that. You know, and it's so funny because I totally was like, you know what I literally, where it says, Manderley brought musicians, but none were singers, I was like, sus. And then I moved on. And then I literally moved on with my life. I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, wedding, and like, Manderley, we know he's up to something. But I literally just was like, okay, moving on with Theon's chapter. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I need to write that down. You can keep talking, but...
Please do, if it'll help you remember some things.
Hey, I remember a lot. I just also forget a lot. Okay? It's probably like 50-50, genuinely, my record.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep talking about some of the descriptions because he has entered the Great Hall and they've restored a bunch of it, but the windows are just covered with boards because they don't have the window part anymore. The roof feels all wrong because it's, you know, light and bright new timber, whereas the old roof had been blackened with centuries of smoke. So it's just, everything feels off. And he's like, wrong, it's all wrong as her eyes.
Oh my god.
She's like, they've got the banners of Stark and Bolton up there, and he's like, no, it should be House Pool banner. Like, this is all wrong.
Yeah.
And then he makes his way to the front of the hall because, you know, today he's Theon, so he gets to sit up at the dais. And as he's passing, people are laughing at him, and this is where some of his old self comes out as well. He's like, these are just whores, and they're laughing at me, but also I don't have pride anymore, so it's fine. When you have known the kiss of a flaying knife, a laugh loses all its power to hurt you. But he does still have like the thought of like, these people are beneath me, before he has the thought of like, they can't hurt me, I'm fine.
Yeah, totally. This is the Theon we know.
Yes. And then he sits down. He's sitting next to Lady Dustin, who seems to be the only one that'll tolerate his presence anywhere close to her. And they're just talking about, like, you know, Stannis is gonna be here soon, but, you know, all of that things. Bruce Bolton does a whole like toast, whatever, and then the food comes out. And does George R. Martin love his food descriptions?
Wait, but also before the food, he's like, yeah, let's give Stannis a splendid welcome, whatever. Until that day, let's eat and drink and make merry, for winter is almost upon us, and many of us here shall not live to see the spring. And I had a moment here.
It's like a very dark toast for a wedding.
Very dark toast.
Or is it like a threat? Oh, threat? Is that what you were thinking?
That was I was thinking, I was like, oh, Manderley, he's coming for you. But I also had a moment where, like, and I think I was so wrong about this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know how the last time he was like, I don't need, like, what's it called? What's his name? Ramsay. He was like, oh, Ramsay, unfortunately, this is the only heir I'm left with. I don't have enough time for another heir, whatever. And then this time he's like, most of us aren't gonna live to see the spring. I'm like, is he planning to, like, just clock out? Like, does he think he's gonna die? Like, what's going on? And then I was like, wait, no, I think he's threatening everybody else here who's not loyal
I think
to him,
it's like a mixture. It's like, watch out, you might be the one that doesn't survive. Also, like,
I'm
if
old.
there is battle,
I be
some
dying.
of us will die.
Yeah.
Also, remember, seasons last year, so some of us will die just of old age. Some of us might starve. Like, it's one of those, like, it's like, you know how the Stark words are both like a warning and like an inspiring quote, like, winter is coming, so get your shit done. Like,
right.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna be happy for long, so enjoy it while you can.
Right. Oh my god. Ugh.
It's kind of all of those things. Anyway, so apparently Manderley is the one who is providing all the food and drink. He had a bunch of ships that brought all this food for the wedding, and there's just descriptions that go on for pages. A big highlight are these 3 big wedding pies that are as wide across as wagon wheels, and not like the wagon wheel cookies, but like actual wheels of
a
wagons.
Wheel on a wagon. Yeah, that is like wild.
Yeah, and Ramsay hacks off the slices, and Manderley is the one who serves them himself.
Dude,
for some reason, I don't know if this is true, but like when it says he hacked off the slices with his is it flachion? I don't know how to say it, but it's basically like a mini sword. I was like, didn't Joffrey do this at his wedding?
Oh,
but
I don't remember.
Know. Maybe I am misremembering. Because there was also that pie at Joffrey's wedding, right? Like the pigeon pie and that whole hullabaloo. I am really using that phrase a lot today for some reason. And Manderley is like in love with these pies. He's even like, he's so into it. He's even like happily serving all the Freys. And he himself eats 6 portions, 2 from each of the 3 pies. He's very into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love food too, so I get it.
Yeah. Ramsay has so many broken teeth that eating is an agony.
You mean Theon?
Oh wait, yeah, Theon, why did I say Ramsay? Yeah, so he's not having a good time, he not be eating, and oh my god, why can I not remember a single character's name this time? Jane's not having a good time, cause she's terrified.
Yeah. And he's making note of how, even though, like, swords aren't allowed in the hall, everyone has a dagger, because they use it to cut their meat, and even he has a dagger, so... maybe if he can't save her, he should just kill her, because that would be better than the alternative. And then he has a lot of these moments of contemplation, but he doesn't act on any of them.
Yeah.
And so instead of eating, he's just drinking, and Lady Dustin's like encouraging that as well. And she's like, look at Manderley, he's so freaking happy, he's almost dancing, serving with his own hands. I think it's like, he's drunk. And her analysis of that is that he's drowning his fears, and that Manderley is actually super craven. Because his son died at the Red Wedding, yet he welcomed all those Freys and even promised one to his granddaughter. And here he is serving them pie. And who knows? Why would anybody but a craven do that? And Theon's like, if you think he actually wants to betray somebody, like if he wants to betray the people here, you should tell Roose Bolton. And she's like, don't you think Roose knows? Look at him. He doesn't eat or drink anything until Manderley has had the same food or drink from the same plate. So,
dude,
you being careful.
And also, like, she also, like, throws a little lash at him, too, where she's like, he's as craven as you, whatever. And that, to me, also is, like, like, I guess she could be talking about, like, him betraying them and whatever, but I feel like another thing pointing to she absolutely knows.
Knows what? Oh, that
Knows the
it's
Arya
not
thing.
Arya, and that he's
Yeah.
too scared to admit that it's not Arya. Okay, that's a
Mhm.
good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Then we get her analysis of Roose. Roose has no feelings. Those leeches that he loves so much have sucked all the passions out of him years ago. He does not
LOL.
love, he does not hate, he does not grieve. This is all a game to him, mildly diverting.
Dude.
Some men hunt, some hawk, some tumble dice. Roose plays with men, and all of us are his little playthings.
Dude.
Which is yikes.
Mhm.
And then she's like, he probably wants to be king of the North. That's his true aspirations. And there's not that much stopping him. I mean, White Harbor might be a little troublesome, but and she's like, White Harbor might prove troublesome should Lord Wyman survive this coming battle, but I'm quite sure he will not.
Oh my god.
Either the enemies will kill him or Roose will take the opportunity to kill him.
Yeah.
And and Theon's like, well, you also could be trouble. And she's like, I could if I chose. But of course, Roose sees that too, and so that's why he takes care to keep me sweet.
Wow.
And then come the maesters. There's these 3 maesters that he's recruited from all over the place to take care of all Maester Lewin's ravens so that they can like get a little, telephone system working again, basically.
Yeah.
And apparently Lady Dustin hates these maesters.
Yeah.
She's like, they go by just their first name, even though they had last names when they got to the Citadel. And who knows where their real loyalties lie. And we just like tell them all our secrets and show them all our vulnerabilities, and they give us their advice. And before you know it, the rulers become the ruled.
Wow.
And her case in point with this is apparently Lord Rickard Stark, so Ned's dad.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to her, it was the Maester who suggested the Tully marriage. So, like, at the time, like, Catelyn marrying Brandon Stark, but eventually Ned Stark. But that's quite a theory. What do you think about this?
Why is she so pressed about this? Like, was she wanting to get married to him? Like, is, like, that's, like, what is this personal wound that she carries,
Yeah, but also, I don't
Because this
think
is,
she's
I think,
wrong, though, necessarily.
well, sorry. This is another case of where I was like, do I even need to say that? Oh, totally. I mean, like, Pycelle and, like, all the Maester girlies. Yeah. She's right to criticize, but I just, like, we haven't heard this from anybody, so I'm just kind of like, what's making her say it,
Yeah,
Like, what's making her sort of feel this?
Makes me wonder if she has a Maester. Because she says, like, anybody who doesn't have a Maester isn't seen as worthy of, like, they're not cool enough. They're not part of the cool club. So does she have a Maester, but then does she keep this Maester at, like, arm's length?
Yeah, I want to know.
It's interesting. And so, yeah, she's talking about, like, how the Maester wanted the Tully marriage, and then, like, that's when she gets interrupted. Because Roose gets up and makes an announcement. So these Maesters have brought him a message that Stannis is on the march, and all these clans have joined him, and Crowford Umber marches towards him, as well as the Karstarks and all of that. And Hostine Frey is like, we should ride forth to meet them. And obviously Theon's like, yeah, why would he do that when he has Karstark waiting to betray Stannis? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But basically Bolton's like, yeah, well, this is not the place. Let's all, go to the meeting room, talk about it there, while my son consummates his marriage, or blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so all the people like start following him out. Hother Umber looks really grim-faced because obviously one of the opponents is going to be his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Manderly's so drunk that he has to be helped by 4 people from the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants Abel to sing a song about the rat cook.
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Dustin's the last one to leave. Now, do you remember the rat cook?
No.
Oh, come on. For once, I want you to tell me yes and just like relay the whole information for me.
The rat cook? No, man.
Okay. Well, this was in the Bran.
Do you have a
chapter
hint?
At the Night Fort.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hint.
Okay, let me think. The rat cook. The rat cook. Yeah, no, this means nothing to me.
Okay. Well, you know how he, like, as they're walking around the Night Fort, he's remembering all the legends of the Night Fort and how once there was a cook there and then a king and his son came to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And the rat cook cooked the king's son and fed it to the king in a pie.
Uh-huh.
And then the gods turned him into a rat not because he killed somebody, but because he betrayed the laws of hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like right after the Red Wedding, so it's like it was like part of the underlining, like the whole importance of the laws of hospitality and all of that, but also like how this guy fed his own son to the king and all of that.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts about why Manderly's requesting this
phrase? The fucking phrase that went missing.
What about them?
They're in the pie. They're in the pies.
Yep.
Dude, that's like kind of brilliant. And here they're all like, he's so
as much of the pies as anybody else.
Yes.
He's happily dancing around.
In fact, he's eating more. He's eating more of the pie than everybody else. Oh my god. Oh my god. And Walda's eating a lot of it. And she's related to the phrase.
And the first people he serves, he serves Roose and Walda first because they're the Lord and Lady, but then he serves the phrase first.
Dude, that's cool. Okay, wow.
Yeah, these are called the Frey pies in the fandom.
The Frey pies. Oh my god, dude. This is like... Okay, this chapter is so much better than I thought. Because I missed all this.
You missed everything.
Okay, no. I just missed Mance showing up and the Frey pies.
All right.
Oh my god, that's wild. Okay, that's so sinister though. Like, he really went for it.
Right. Wait, say that again.
That's so sinister though. Like, he really went for it, for the revenge.
Yeah. And he did his, like, I don't know, like, how technical the laws of hospitality are, but he gave them their last parting gift, and they went about their way, and then he killed them and cooked them into pies. Yeah. So maybe he will be, spared by the gods. But also, I get the feeling that he's kind of, like, has no fucks left to give. Like, his son is back, can rule in his place. So he came here with all intention to die. He's like, I will die, but I will take all these Freys with me.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's like, with this chapter and then also like getting back into Doran's head a little bit too, it's very like the calmer revenge, like rather than like going out there and like fighting them, whatever, like they don't even know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he sort of gets to like revel in this moment, and they don't even need to know, and they can look at him and be like, look at this guy being foolish and silly.
You just ate your cousins, and then they might, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like he gets to have this like quiet moment of satisfaction.
Yeah.
And it's like that like patience, you know, you don't have to do the
Ate,
big
like a whole
bold.
leg's worth of prey, though, like among those 6
Literally.
pieces.
Dude, this is wild. This is some Sweeney Todd shit. Like, this is so wild.
I love how just out of it. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, I want revenge and I want it served in a
Yes.
pie. Like, it's
Literally,
so
I want a dish served hot. Like, oh, I want a wagon wheel sized dish of revenge, you know? Oh, this is, oh my god, this is literally beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. You can keep talking again.
And as vegetarians, it tells us that, like, people taste about the same as pork, apparently.
Apparently. How do y'all meat eaters feel about that?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, if we're ever abandoned and I die, feel free to chomp away. I, like, have at it. I don't care if somebody eats my body, but it is a little
so
wild.
funny. Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, good thing that Theon couldn't eat, though, right?
Dude, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Who else did they say was not eating? Was there anyone else who wasn't eating? Oh, that's in the next chapter where he's observing who's eating and not eating as a means of, like, figuring out what the tension is. Okay. Oh my god, thank god.
Eating, but well, yes, he observes the eating, but specifically who drinks the toast.
Oh, yes, that's what it was. Yeah. Wow, these chapters have some weird parallels with the feast and the, you know? Wow, okay.
Yeah, okay. So,
oh my god, no wonder the pies were probably even harder for him to chew. It's literally like human meat.
But we just talked about how it would be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's true. I know, but
so I don't know.
I don't like this. I don't like this, man. Okay.
I think
I do like it, though. It's good revenge. But, like, I don't. But I do.
Okay. So then Theon gets summoned by Ramsay to escort Arya to her wedding chamber. Mm-hmm. And this is where this chapter may as well have ended, and I don't need to know. You know?
Yeah.
But they take him to his room. Apparently, Ramsay has promised the bloody sheet to one of his friends, which is like, and the friend is like boasting about it. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? Like,
that's not even like
why do you want a bloody sheet? Like, what kind?
Yeah.
Anyway, the room's like it's well furnished because, you know, they knew they needed a room for the consummation. I did note that the floor is covered with wolf skins, like, you know, imagery, symbolism, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And Ramsay dismisses everybody except Theon, and then he makes Theon cut the clothes off of Jane, and then he forces Theon to have oral sex with Jane, and that's how the chapter ends. And the whole time the tension is like, Theon's got a dagger and he could use it, but obviously he's not gonna.
Yeah. This was bad.
It's terrible. I don't know. I don't love reading this, obviously, so I don't really love talking about it either. The things we learn are obviously that Jane was beaten and quote unquote trained to please a man, and Ramsay knows this. So maybe that's a hint also that she's not Arya. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I guess they could have told him that Arya was taken and trained to perform sex work. I don't know. But yeah, it's terrible, and it ends, and I never want to think about it again.
Yeah.
It's somehow Ramsay manages to rape 2 people at once. It's just...
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, that kind of put a damper on the fun little discoveries that we were making.
Yeah. I mean, if only Dagger just like kill him, kill her, kill yourself, and just do a little murder suicide moment. Like,
yeah. And there's also that moment at the end, like somewhere in the Godswood, a raven screamed. Dagger was still in his hand. Sheath. Like, it just, and it really crushes you because it's like Reek bent to his task, and that's the one and only Reek in the chapter, and it's right at the end, and it's like, man, so what does this say about
he has then been
future?
Once again been reduced to Reek instead of
Yeah,
Theon. Like,
exactly.
He thought he was Theon this whole chapter, but nope. Reek he is, and Reek he will remain. I mean, okay. I know he can't kill Ramsay and then also be killed because we need the character and character development and story arc and all of those things, but this does suck.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. How do you see this wedding going? Not the wedding, marriage, rather. The wedding has happened.
I mean, Mance gonna grab her and go.
Okay. You think that's gonna be successful?
I think so. Yeah.
How and then Jane do it among these thousands of people?
That I don't know. They can be like, I don't know.
What were your thoughts before you even realized that Mance was here? Because you clearly didn't.
Oh, I was worried. I was like, what's she gonna do? Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about the wedding part. I was thinking more about the like impending battle sort of vibes.
Okay, what about the battle?
I think, I mean, I guess I didn't have a lot of thoughts on that either. I think, like, I mean, here's the thing. I don't want, like, Stannis to die, right? Because he's sort of finally kind of on our side, and he finally kind of is listening and getting over himself a little bit sometimes, right? But, like, how does he not just, like, die? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a little bit hopeless. Like, he's got himself.
Stannis not just lose here?
Yeah, exactly. And like sure, he's got like the mountain men people and like whatever, but like we're not gonna be fighting in the mountains anymore, you know? And like Bolton has more people, right? And Bolton has Winterfell.
Yeah, I would say the Winterfell part is probably his largest
advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's got
so
and remember, like we hear multiple times how like Ned used to say that one man on the wall is worth like 50 on the ground or something like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so I mean, I'm concerned, but I also I don't think that like Stannis is just gonna die here and it's like the end. So maybe like, is it so unreasonable to be like, maybe Karstark changed loyalties again and he's not gonna betray Stannis?
But
maybe he
enough?
I don't know.
How does he then overcome the walls? Like, that's...
I don't know. Maybe it's like... Maybe they're gonna make them like... Maybe they're gonna try and draw like the forces outside of Winterfell somehow. Like maybe like attack somewhere else. Like make them like maybe he's been able to convince his army that they don't need to like attack at Winterfell. Like that won't work. Like maybe we draw them out somehow. You know, like I feel a scheme coming, but I have no idea what the scheme could be. You know. Because I don't think that this is the end of Stannis. Like, I also just don't see a, like, Stannis loses the fight and loses a bunch of people and suddenly doesn't have anyone again, you know? Like, I don't know.
So
but
you
maybe
think
I'm just...
there's a win in the books of fate for Stannis, but you
do.
don't see how he's gonna get
I do, and maybe I'm just delusional because I really want them to leave Winterfell, leave what is not theirs, and just like stop being annoying. And I want Ramsay to die.
Stannis has Winterfell. He might burn down that weirwood. Like,
yeah, but I do think it's better though than like Ramsay.
I
It's
think
still not, like,
just
good.
in the case of like the Boltons won't burn down the Northern Gods, that's one thing that they have going for them.
Right.
But no, obviously, like I want the Boltons to die and suffer. Like,
Yeah. I just, like, I don't know, maybe he's got a secret pawn up his, like, we still don't know what's going on with Asha, not Aisha. Who's Aisha? We still don't know what's going on with Asha. We still don't, like, I don't know. I feel like there are things that could happen that could be good for Stannis. I just don't know what.
okay.
But
All right.
yeah, like, maybe
So
they're
you
just,
do think, now that you know about Mance, that he'll be successful in at least getting Jade out.
mm-hmm.
What, I mean, our main person here is Theon. What's gonna happen with him?
I think, you know what? I think Mance is gonna get Theon out too.
Oh, so they all get out. Okay.
Both of them. Yeah.
Cool.
Like, maybe it'll
and
be
then
like
they
a
head where?
to the wall, man. To the wall.
And
But then
Theon
also
has to face
Mance.
Jon.
Yeah, but then Mance also has to be like, okay, Arya, like, I feel like it'll come up that she's not actually Arya. So there'll be a conflict there of like, well, now do we go find Arya? Do we just take you?
Or maybe he like doesn't tell until they get to the wall, and then Jon's the one that's like the Saint Arya.
Yeah, oh, yeah, maybe. And or like maybe Melisandre has to be like, that's the girl I saw, and then
Speaking of like somebody might notice,
mm-hmm.
we also know that Mance has pulled this trick in Winterfell before. Okay, so 2 things. Mance has been to Winterfell at least twice before.
Mm-hmm.
One as a person of the Night's Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when he saw like Jon as a kid like fighting with his brothers or something, and he like tells Jon about it.
Yeah.
And the second, he also came down when Robert was at Winterfell with all the southern people, and he was at that feast, and he also tells Jon about that. And Arya was also at that feast. Any chance that he might realize? Like, I mean, here's the thing though. Like, he saw Arya that one time. These lords, some of them may have seen her more than one time.
Yeah.
So, like, what are the actual chances? But, like, for us, they ain't that stark gray. And they aren't that Tully blue, so.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But I don't think so, though. I think there's a higher... I don't think that he would recognize Arya. Like, and I don't think this would happen either, but I feel like there's a higher chance of someone recognizing Mance than him recognizing Arya. Because maybe they're like...
Ooh, who has seen Mance that...
I don't know. Well, he came down those 2 times, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
But as somebody else. Like,
yeah.
The last time he was here, he also pretended to be a singer, so he could be just like, yeah, I did my circuit, I'm back. Like, I come down for all the big events.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
But, okay, say somebody realizes he isn't just the innocent bard. He pretends to be. Then what happens to all their plans?
I mean, if they're captured, they gotta find a way to escape. Like,
so, like, then it's everybody's gotta escape.
Exactly. Now we have one more guy to break out.
All right.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Next Theon chapter, the heist.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I don't think so. I think he's gonna be able to.
Or Prison Break, or Prison Break's a show, right?
I don't know.
Okay. I was really hoping you could confirm something for me, but I guess not.
Yeah, I do think Mance is going to be able to get her, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Scheming. Yeah, this is wild. I really want to know what happens. Oh my god.
Okay. So, the next chapter...
Okay, wait, sorry. Can we talk about Lady Dustin?
Sure, what do you want to talk about?
What does she want? What is going on? I do like her, though. I also think it's interesting, though, because so far, I don't know why I assumed that her attachment to Roos's son was just, like, purely sentimental. But But now I feel like it's more. I feel like she wants in on this power scheme. And I don't know if that's like a like, and especially if like with the like not Karstark, with the Rickard Stark, with his whole thing, like if she wanted to marry the other Brandon, you know, the one who's dead. So like I don't know, maybe like I don't know what her schemes are, but I feel like there's something here, and like maybe she did like, okay, so she wanted Theon and him to confirm if it's like Arya, whatever, and like walk her down the aisle, all the things, but maybe like, where was I going with this? Hold on.
She
like,
wants power.
She wants power, maybe like up until now. And you know how she kind of calls Theon a craven? So maybe until the wedding, she was like waiting for him to admit the truth. And she was like sort of seeing if he would or not.
And she was like giving him every opportunity, but he never took it.
Yeah. And then also maybe like, and then if he didn't, she's like, okay, well, like Bolton's gonna sweeten me up because he wants to, you know, whatever, he wants my loyalty on his side and all the things. But like, could she just be like, well, like, kill your wife, you have to marry me. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, interesting.
Or like a like
she's like,
or like
I'll
a crown,
become king of the North if you make me queen.
Yeah, or just like a, I got you, bitch, just make me queen, period. But there's no way he would do that. So, unless she had something on him, but what could she have on him? You know, so maybe she was trying to scheme that out. Like, I don't know what her plans are, but like, there's gotta be something, right?
She's definitely an interesting character. Yeah,
and then also, hold on, I had another thought. Give me a second. Also, Kate, okay, maybe this is a silly question. Harry the heir is heir to River Run?
No, to the Vale.
To the Vale. Okay, cool. Okay, so he has nothing to do with the North. Okay, because I was trying to think
I should specify, he would be the Lord of the Vale, but like Erie would be his seat.
Right, you're right. Yes, he would be like, okay, yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. Okay, yeah, right, that makes sense. Because Sansa's there and like all the things, and then Littlefinger's like, I'm gonna get you married, whatever. Okay, because I was just trying to think real hard. Who else could do this? Because, you know, if like Bolton eliminates everybody, who can do this if it is the Lannister side that wins, you know, and it's not Stannis installing his people, whatever. Be like Lord of Winterfell, be king in the North, like, you know. I'm trying to think of who could counteract Bolton.
I mean, I don't know, maybe Arya gets the whole guild of assassins on her side and then they fuck up the Boltons.
Can you imagine?
She's on a boat right now. Not a blind girl scared somewhere.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh, iconic. You're making a face. What are you thinking about?
I'm just waiting for you to finish your thoughts because you seem like you had a lot of them.
No, that was my thoughts.
Oh, okay. Just like, who else could be it? I guess no one. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Well, yeah, I was hoping you would give me some thoughts. Who else could it be? Like,
I don't know. Arya. I like Jon.
That's your thought.
Like, all of a sudden he's like, I'm done with this wall thing. Let's go be king in the North. Like,
yeah. Oh my god.
No, well, okay. I say that cavalierly, but in one way, there's still those letters from Robb,
right, where Jon is the heir.
Somewhere, so.
Yeah, I wish we could find those people, man. We gotta bring those people back home, and then like they can, cause Kiwi, yeah, cause that was like the Mormont girly, and then there was also like, who else was there? Who else knew?
Galbert Glover.
Right, yes. The Glover. Yeah, so I feel like there's so many paths here.
And they
to
were
like
all going to Howland Reed, so.
Yes, exactly. So there's so many paths here for like Stannis to find out, and then Jon would totally find out. Like, I feel like now Stannis would tell him. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many things waiting to happen that I need to just happen.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready to move on to the next chapter?
Let's do it.
All right. So the Watcher, Arya is
Okay,
watching.
wait. I do have a question. So, not a question, but like, book 4.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hota in book 4.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Wasn't he the prologue of book 4?
Book 4 prologue was like in Old Town. Remember when?
Right.
We
It
meet,
was the little guy, the Percy, not Percy.
Pate.
Pate. Yeah,
And
him.
then he gets killed by.
Right, but then like the
Chicken
first
Little.
chapter was Hota.
Potentially.
Yeah, but he's back. So is it like the timeline's been exhausted and now he can be back? Like, do you know what I mean? We've caught up.
Interesting that you say that. You didn't say this about Asha.
Yeah, I didn't notice until this happened, and now I've remembered that Asha... No, when I thought about this, I was like, oh wait, Asha's also back. Why is she back? But it didn't hit me until Hota.
All right, I guess I have to let the cat out of the bag. Let me read you. A cavil on chronology. How do you say that word?
Chronology? What?
Yeah.
A cavil on what?
Chronology.
Can you say that whole thing again?
A cavil on chronology.
Okay. All right.
It's been a while between books, I know, so a reminder may be in order. The book you hold in your hands is the 5th volume of A Song of Ice and Fire. The 4th volume was A Feast for Crows. However, this volume does not follow that one in a traditional sense, so much as run in tandem with it. Both Dance and Feast take up the story immediately after the events of the 3rd volume in the series, A Storm of Swords, whereas Feast focused on events in and around King's Landing and on the Iron Islands and down in Dorne. Dance takes us north to Castle Black and the Wall and beyond, and across the Narrow Sea to Pentos and Slaver's Bay to pick up the tales of Tyrion, Lannister, Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen, and all the other characters you did not see in the preceding volume. Rather than being sequential, the two books are parallel, divided geographically rather than chronologically, but only up to a point. A Dance with Dragons is a longer book than A Feast for Crows and covers a longer time period. In the latter half of this volume, you will notice certain of the viewpoint characters from A Feast for Crows propping up again. And that means just what you think it means. The narrative has moved past the time frame of Feast, and the two streams have once again rejoined each other.
Wow. Okay, this is the foreword?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's this one little bit that I don't know if I want to read, but I should.
Tell me.
Well, it's not that big a deal, so I'll do it.
Okay.
Next up, The Winds of Winter, wherein I hope everyone will be shivering together once again. George R. R. Martin, April 2011.
Okay, 2 thoughts. April 2011. Ouch. Ouch. Winds of Winter?
Book 6.
Oh my god.
I mean, since it's never coming out again, you may as well hear the title. I say again, like it's never coming out, period. Okay.
Oh my god.
So we buried the point here
like...
a little.
Okay,
Go
wait,
ahead.
sorry. So it's gonna be winter. I mean, it basically is winter, but it'll be winter.
Well, Feast ends with it, with the, like, people getting the ravens saying it's winter, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so we are in winter now then.
Pretty much. And yeah, so
okay, when did Asha
characters from A Feast for Crows will show up? So we
okay,
had
so
Asha. We had Arya Hota.
So as soon as Asha showed up, we were back on.
I would say maybe now. I think Asha, because she disappeared, like she had one chapter in Feast and then she just disappeared.
Right.
I think that was more like sometime during the events of Feast.
Okay.
This is definitely after that Ariane chapter where she finds out the stuff, right?
Yes.
And that was close to the end of Feast, so.
Okay. Oh my god, so we're back on track, baby.
Yeah. So
and I feel like a few chapters ago, you and I don't remember who brought it up, but like we were talking about how it seems to have moved past.
Yeah, we just weren't sure. Yeah, I didn't know how much to tell you, so I don't remember our exact conversation. Okay.
Yeah, no, but
it's
that
hard
makes sense.
being
Okay.
cagey.
No, because I'm just saying, like we sort of established that we were
you
past
were
the
like,
timeline.
this book is so long, and this stuff is already happening. So I don't think we had like crossed into anything unknown, but you were like, this is all stuff that we covered already, so what's next? So George says that there's certain viewpoints that'll show up, and
wow,
he's right, it's not gonna be all of them.
Oh,
which ones do you think? Okay, give me two. Well, I
we
know
already
which
have
ones
two.
you want, so maybe tell us those, but then also narrow it down to which ones it'll actually be.
Okay, I want them all.
Well, duh.
I want them all except for the Ironborn. So if you can give me everybody except for like the 5 Ironborn we had,
you mean even
then
Asha?
chill.
But we've already
Well,
had
Asha's already here. Like I can't control that.
Come on,
I'm
Asha
joking.
is
I'm joking.
amazing.
I'm joking. She is. I'm joking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly feel like take out Victarion, take out Damp Hair, take out who's the other one we had?
I think
we had another one. No, didn't we have the Reader, or we only had Asha?
We had Asha thinking about.
Okay.
And then
okay, yeah.
Victarion also has the Reader in one of his chapters.
Okay, that's why I keep remembering that guy. Okay, yeah. So take out the 2 uncles, the nuncles, if you will, and okay, Jaime, Brienne, Cersei. Obviously. Wait, Arya, obviously. Sansa, obviously.
Okay, I'm hearing wants. I want to hear what you actually think you'll get.
Okay, let me think. Sansa's and Arya's last chapters were way too banger to not be ones that we... But also Brienne's was pretty epic. Jaime's was like, it's winter. You know, but we could get another one. Like, we could get one where he's like on the verge of death months later. You know what I mean? Like, there could be... I feel
Why would he suddenly be on the verge of death?
Not verge of death, but like just to make... I was trying to create climax, you know? But because I feel like, here's the thing. I think it should be Jaime because his was the most like calm sort of ending. Like Cersei's, she could have been dying, you know? Arya's, she just got blinded. Lord knows what's going on. Sansa. Well, okay, you know what? I think we can get a Cersei and an Arya. Because Arya's also across the sea, so that kind of gives us more of a glimpse of all the people coming in, you know?
Okay. And then, okay, so...
Cersei and Arya.
Okay, so you're off the Jaime part now.
Unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, there are a lot more characters, I think, and...
Who else?
But I can't even remember any. Like, I was thinking so hard, and I can't think of anybody else.
I literally feel like that was it, though. Who else did we... Yeah,
like
I think that was it.
Like in Dorne, we had Arya Hota, but we had Arianne. We had Eris Okard, who is obviously dead.
Arianne and... Oh, wait, Arianne. No, that's
Sam.
Okay. Wait, not the Sam erasure. I don't need Sam, though. That's
I feel like
fine.
we're still missing some. But, yeah. So I guess... yeah, okay, so you're thinking... We got Asha, we got Arya, and then we'll have Cersei and then an Arya?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, this is kind of epic. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay.
Now I actually want to go look at what it is.
Can I
tell you anything?
Oh, you hater. You don't remember who it is?
I don't remember anything. It's so late. Why would I? But
Can I look at the forward now?
Yes.
Okay,
and you can unwrap that second volume.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
You want me to get it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Really? You don't want me to
Yeah.
wait until... What about, like, the
you're
end of
gonna
the
roll your
episode?
eyes at how little of a thing it was, but I just wanted to be overboard.
Okay, hold on. Should I go get it?
Yeah, I'll fill people in on what it is in the
Okay.
meantime. Okay, so every time that I give Harmith a physical book, I prepare it. By that I mean I like put sticky notes over all the chapter names. I cover the title. I covered the back. All of that. And this time, I realized it was going to be my last time giving her a book because this book is split into 2 volumes. So I gave her volume 1 first, and then I had the second volume still to give her. And I did all the regular things, but I was like, let me be over the top. And I wrapped it like a full book cover wrapping. And it was super fun. And it has a very minor, not even spoiler on it that I was like, I'm just gonna be extra. So Harmith, take it off and tell us what that is.
Okay. I'm gonna give some ASMR wrapping. Oh my god, the Olive Garden receipt is still here. LOL, I did not do that survey. Yeah, Nav gave it to me at an Olive Garden, and I was gonna do the survey to win, potentially. Anyway,
yeah,
okay,
no,
wait,
but we both got severely sick after that visit, so maybe it's good we didn't do the survey. Or maybe we should have done the survey. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, this tape, man. I just did my nails. I can't be out here reaching through.
Just rip it off. And then
No.
rip off the front, and then you can do the tape later nicely.
Okay, hold on.
This is such fascinating audio.
Hey, it is.
Do it by the mic so that there's at least ASMR.
I literally am, bro. I got you.
I can't hear anything.
Hello?
No, I mean from the ripping.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's on you.
I can hear from across the room. Come on.
Wow, because you know my voice so intimately. Because you love me so much.
It haunts my dreams.
Because, you know.
Hey, good. I mean, it's good that we're going to be traveling together because I always get like, my ears get plugged for several days after and I can't hear things. But if I'm traveling with you, I will have no problem conversing.
Wait, what do you mean?
It'll be so loud.
After the plane. After the plane. Oh, you
Yes.
didn't say plane, so I was like, what are you talking
My
about?
ears get plugged. Oh, I guess. Whatever. At the planes, plug my ears, okay?
Oh my
Pressure
God.
and stuff. No, it's just on the cover. What does it say, volume 2?
Hold
volume
on,
2?
bro. I'm ripping. Are you kidding me?
I told you it wasn't a big deal.
Are you kidding me? After the feast, my ass. Like, what is this? Okay, actually, in your defense, actually, I know I just said after the feast, my ass, but in your defense, this is a spoiler.
Yeah.
This is more of a spoiler than things that you've protected me from.
Listen.
No. And that's both. That's a backhanded thing because it's both an insult to past you and an appreciation of present you because I'm actually good with this.
Okay. So
I'm
you
actually
appreciate that I covered it.
Because this is actually a spoiler. You know what
listen,
I thought it was going to be?
We know I started off this series very paranoid and I have chillaxed a bit since then.
Yeah.
But and this was like, honestly, it wouldn't have been the end of the world if you had seen that. I mean, it is a bit of a spoiler, but also I got the chance to be extra. It was like
Of course.
Like, it was a whole
You know what
thing.
I thought it was going to be? I thought it was going to be like the picture was going to be a spoiler and it was going to be something minor like, oh no, instead of these 5 southern crests, there's only 4. Oh, it must mean this family
like
got
the picture
wiped
of a
out.
weirwood with like Bran's face in it.
Yeah, like, but obviously not that, like, a super obvious. Like, I thought it was gonna be something silly that, like, I wouldn't have even seen.
Okay.
But this, okay, you know what? I'll give this to you. I give this to
yay.
you.
All right, now you can read the book comfortably without having to preserve the wrapping.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, slay. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay.
All right.
Oh yeah, okay, wait. So then why did today Were you always intending to let me open it today when we got to the feast?
No, I was gonna once you brought it up, because you literally didn't bring it up with Asha's chapter. You brought it up before Asha's chapter when you were like, what if it's Asha? And then you talked yourself out of it because you were like, she was in feast. And then we had Asha's chapter and then you never thought about it.
That's
I was like,
so
I'm just gonna let it ride until you do. And then this time you were like, but wasn't he? And then I was like, was he? And I tried, but it didn't work. So then I was like, okay, fine.
No, but what does that have to do with opening the book? Aren't those two separate things?
After the feast, now you know that this story continues after the feast. A feast for crows.
Oh, that's what after the feast means?
What did you think it meant? I thought that's the part of the spoiler.
I'm so stupid.
Did you mean like the wedding feast or this
yes!
feast? Oh, I guess it's
that's
that too,
what
but
I
think
thought.
it refers to Feast for Crows more
That
so
makes
than
so much more sense. Oh, there's certain episodes of our podcast where I feel so humbled, and this is one of them. That's literally what I meant. That's
why you understood why it was a spoiler.
No.
They have feasts all the time.
I thought it was like, oh, it's minor because the feast could have meant anything, but it's big because then I would have known that like big things are happening at the wedding feast.
Oh no. Okay, now is it even
now
more
I
of a spoiler?
especially understand.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now it's like,
so technically, because you didn't understand it, you could have just gone without realizing the spoiler that it was, and I didn't need to wrap it anyway. You would have been just like, oh yeah, the wedding feast. Okay, I saw it coming.
But in my defense, I feel like since you gave this book to me a couple weeks ago, I feel like if at that point I'd seen after the feast, I could have thought about, because the issue was that I didn't even stop to think what it could mean. So I feel like if I had seen it then, I could have been like, what does he mean by feast? And then I could have realized.
Trying to cover the fact that the second half of the book is after the events of A Feast for Crows.
Okay, understood. Okay, wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you know how every edition of this book that's been published was not split into two, right? Like only some would be.
Yeah.
So then for those ones, they didn't get a little knowledge marker of now it's after feast?
No, they just read the foreword, like most readers would. You know?
No, but then like they would have had to deduce that like after the feast is after
like,
feast.
Once you start to see those POVs pop up,
right,
you move beyond feast.
Yeah, but it's like a more obvious reminder, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I also am like, the person buying these is like I am doing this to you, but they're not. But also, if it's in the foreword, like how much of a spoiler is it really? But you chose, remember, this time it was up to you. You chose not to read it, so.
Wow.
So see, like you could have read it and it wouldn't have been that big a deal. But also, isn't it fun to do a little reveal?
Yeah, reveals are fun. That's good. Yeah, but it totally was like, oh, okay, yeah, like.
Yeah. Now you know. But hey, that means, I don't know, like, as a lover of feast, the prospect of getting some of those POVs in this Daenerys heavy book is definitely
LOL
appealing to me, you know?
That's so funny. Yeah, honestly, I would love to get some feast vibes in here too. Cause like, that's the thing, like feast and storm together, I feel like would be the perfect storm, you know? Cause it just, I don't know, man. Part of me is like, just make it a gigantic 3,000 page book. Don't be scared, you know?
Which one?
Just make the fourth book 4th and 5th.
Oh yeah, like instead of splitting it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm a big fan of Feast for Crows. I think it like thematically works in all sorts of ways. And some of this Dance with Dragons stuff might have dampened it, but I feel like the Theon chapters would have fit right in, you know?
Oh yeah, totally.
So like if I could go back in time and whisper to George R. R. Martin through a weirwood, I would be like, no, just like make it one book or split it like chronologically, not this weird geographically, but not really thing that he's got going on.
Yeah. This man was like, let me be quirky.
Yeah, it's, honestly, I don't care how he gives it to us as long as he gives it, and he hasn't in the last 15 years, so I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Okay.
2011.
Right?
No. Sir, you were but a young lad back then.
If you remember the foreword or the post word, what is it called? Like, at the end of Feast, he was like, next year, it's A Dance with Dragons. And then Dance with Dragons came out 6 years later.
Right.
And then he said, soon, Winds of Winter. Never heard of it.
Oh my god. That's
so, okay, at least I
be
can
dragging
tell you
on for too
Winter.
long.
Oh, also, I should tell you, you had heard the term Winds of Winter before.
Mm-hmm.
When you, in band and or choir or somewhere, did the music, and one of the scores was called Winds of Winter.
Did I say that to you back then?
Yes. Except I cut it out so you wouldn't remember it.
Dude,
honestly,
but you could have kept it in
the actual.
Yes,
instead of
you
the
know
10
what?
Minutes.
Let's do that as like a bonus thing. We absolutely should. And also, man, you took that joy away from the listeners. They could have known.
I don't know. There was some reason, like maybe I was cutting out a larger portion and it made sense. But I think I remembered listening to the shortened version. I was like, I remember her telling me that, but that it's not in there. So I don't know if I cut it because, like, I don't know. But also I was a paranoid asshole. Who knows?
Real. Okay, you know what? Now that you're saying that, I feel maybe it's like my mind reconstructing the memory. But I feel like, I remember like a Winds of Winter. No, that can't be. No. I was thinking of, like what's the theme again? Does the theme have a name?
I don't think so. I think it's just
okay.
Game of Thrones intro or something.
Game of Thrones, I don't know. Okay, I was misremembering the Game of Thrones entrance as being what it wasn't, and then I was like, no, I don't think that thing had a name. Like, I don't remember having a name. Anyway, that's wild. Oh my god. But also, like maybe the name just feels familiar because it's in line with all of the other book titles.
Yes.
Because it's like blank a blank and sometimes alliteration,
and
sometimes
it goes
fantasy
back
vibes.
to like the alliteration, like well, Feast for Crows has like slight alliteration. A Dance with Dragons also, but they kind of deviate from the Storm of Swords, Clash of Kings, Game of Thrones.
Yes, totally.
This is Winds of Winter. Like, we're back at it if we ever are. Okay.
Okay.
Can we gotta talk about this chapter? Like,
yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Okay.
Yay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Aryahota. Thanks for blessing me with this realization.
All right, he is watching people there. It's Balon Swan. He has arrived finally with the mountain's head, and also he's got like a whole entourage. And if you remember, he was being purposefully delayed so that they could come up with a plan on how to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And he's just, sizing him up, and he's like, this one's not going to die as easy as the other. He will not charge into my axe the way Sir Eris did. And
which is such a funny roast. Because he did do that, didn't he?
Yup. Nope, this one's going to stand behind a shield and make me come at him. But still, I will be ready. My long axe is sharp enough to shape with.
Dude, this man is he's unfortunately so good at his job in a way that's like he just constantly is evaluating, like, threat, not threat, subdued, not subdued, guy not drinking, guy drinking. Like, he's so at attention. He is so like, alert.
The Watcher is such a perfect title for him.
Yes. Yeah. And like, he really he really sees all, you know?
Yeah, so they pull out this skull. It's huge. Like, bigger than any other skull. And he's noting that like all skulls grin, but this one seemed happier than most, which is an interesting observation.
Yeah.
Its brow shelf was thick and heavy, its jaw massive. So it's like giving the, skull of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, reacting to this, like, he deserved to die, he was terrible, and all of this stuff. The 3 of the stand snakes are there. So before this, they had been locked up, but now Obara, Nymeria, and Tyene are let loose. Obara at one point like walks out of there when they are cheering or toasting to Tommen or whatever. Lady Nymeria is wearing clothes so sheer that you can like see everything beneath them, but Hota's like, I'm glad she is, because she's so dangerous that she anytime she isn't wearing see-through clothing, it means she's got a bunch of blades concealed about her person.
Oh my god,
which is wild. Dude. And if you remember, I think she was the one that like in that first
introduction
chapter,
to them,
it gets like her uncle's blessing, and then like he pats her on the head, and they have to like check his hand to make sure there's no cuts, because she could have been blades in her hair of all places.
Yeah.
Tyene is like the one that like dresses super modestly and like pretends to be like an angel, but like she's more dangerous than any of them, really.
Yeah. Dude, I love their little lore. And then also with like Arianne, like honestly, I just love their family. Like I would watch, you know what I mean? Like I would watch a reality TV show about them. And I don't even watch reality TV.
The Sand
like
Snakes of Westeros, the Sand Snakes of
real
or something.
Honestly, like they're just so fun. Like I just want to see them like growing up and vibing with like Oberyn and like Ilaria and like the other little girlies, you know?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And of course, so there's 3 of them, and then I think the one of the other grown sand snakes is what's her name? The one in Old Town?
Abara?
No. Abara is one.
Oh, the one who's gone. Oh, Alaris, Sorella.
Sorella, yes, thank you. Sorella, aka Alaris, all of that. So she's got cool things going on. And then there's 4 that are Ilaria's daughters, but they're younger, so they haven't quite they haven't appeared on the page yet.
Yeah.
And so then they're like, okay, great, he's dead, let's toast Tommen. And this is when Abara walks out, and people cheers, but obviously Hota pays attention to those that don't. There's Daemon Sand, Lord Tremond Gargolin, the Fowler twins, Dagos Manwitty, the Ullers of the Hellholt, the Wills of the Boneway. And he's like, if anybody's gonna start trouble, it's gonna be them. And the Sand Snakes also don't drink. Like, Obara, like, upends her glass. Tyene just declines it. Tyene and Nymeria just decline theirs, but Obara, like, makes a full show of, like, yeah, fill it up, and then dumps it out.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And he's also watching Arianne and how she is, like, on top of shit and super obedient now that her father has confined some secret in her. And he's like, I don't know what that secret was. But then at the end of the chapter, they're, like, completely talking about all the stuff without... So I'm like, I guess maybe he didn't know, but it's not that they were concealing. They just, like, didn't have him around that one time, or it was just that this time George is writing the chapter from Arya's perspective, so we need him there to know what's going on.
Yeah, because I think last time it was like he really had to like lay into her to get her to listen, so it was just like a him showing up, dad-daughter talk, you know?
Yeah. They're eating candy skulls. Which Balon Swan is like, what the fuck is this? And Arianne's like, it's a little joke, don't worry about it.
Even death is not sacred to a Dornishman. It's slave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's kind of trying to like flirt with him and like get him on her side.
It's not working as well as it did with Eris.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then they like kind of turn to official talk, and Doran's like, oh, so I finally read that letter you brought me from Cersei. I guess Tommen really wants to see his sister. Meanwhile, Tommen has like never talked about, like forgot about her. Was gonna name a boat Moon Boy until his mom was like, what if it was named after your sister instead? Remember her?
Oh, wait, I totally forgot about that. That's so funny and depressing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little kid, like, but also, like, I think he does remember her, but like in a little kid way. Like, you just don't think, if it's not right in front of you all the time, you're not gonna think about it, you know?
I know, but
it
like,
doesn't
does
have
he
the
even
person permanence.
But does he even miss her, you know? Like,
yeah, I don't know. But so obviously, like, this is their thing to be like, yeah, he misses her. He would just like for her to visit for a short visit.
mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, but Trystane loves her. Like, they're so best buds. Like, they don't want to be far apart.
Yeah.
And Balon Swan's like, well, he can come too.
Yeah.
And Tommen will play with him too. And Doran's like, yeah, that's great. And I see it's yeah, I totally agree. They should totally meet up. And he's like talking about, yeah, I King's Landing will welcome him most warmly. And at this point, he's sweating because he's not a good liar. Because
oh my god,
he's got secrets, but just he's so obvious. And then the other thing Cersei put in the letter is like, hey, Doran, you should come take the Dornish seat upon the small council. And he's like, that's true. We do need all this. But I gotta think about it. Because it's hard for me to travel. I mean, maybe by ship it would be easier. And then
oh my god.
Again, Balon Swan starts sweating and is like, oh, but bad storms and stuff. And pirates.
Oh my god.
Doran's like, yeah, okay, all right. We'll came the way you came. We'll go the road way. And we'll talk about all this with Marcella tomorrow when we get to the Water Gardens. And he tells the whole story of the Water Gardens. They were created for Daenerys Targaryen, whose marriage made Dorne part of the Seven Kingdoms. And she had loved Daemon Blackfyre, but Darren wanted Dorne to be a part of the realm, so he married her off and all of that stuff. And yeah, it's just all about, like, you know, he was wise enough to see the good of thousands must come before the desires of two, even those that were too dear to him. Blah blah blah. Also, aren't these the same Daemon and Darren who ended up fighting the Blackfyre Rebellion? I think it is.
I was thinking that too. So it's like, girl, he's not that, like, they're not all that.
They were BFFs, and then this happened.
Right.
You know, women be causing war and whatever boring shit.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember what their relationship was like before their dad died. And yeah, okay, anyway, that's
I do like his little speech of, like, the good of thousands gotta come before the desire of two, even if they're dear to him. It's also like a little, like, hey, sand snakes,
yeah,
come on, you know.
Yeah, so then he's like, there's a lot of planning to do, a lot to think about, let me go to bed now. And also, everybody here come accompany me. Not everybody, like all the Sand Snakes, my daughter Ilaria, all of you.
It is funny that all of the important people, he's just like, hey,
yeah,
having a little kiki in the other room. Like, girl, what? You can't just take all of them.
Bed. Like, it takes like 6 people to wheel my wheelchair.
No, literally, like, not suspicious at all.
But the feast is done, so yeah.
I know, but just having them all there, like, it's so funny.
Yeah. Abara is the one who is pushing the wheelchair, but she's doing it so aggressively that it's putting him in pain. And
oh my god.
Abara's like, okay, so what the fuck's your plan? And Tyene is like, he will do what he always does. Delay, obscure, prevaricate. This was one of those other words that I was like, I need to use more of.
It's a good word.
Yeah. And this is when Ariane comes to his defense. Is like, no, you do him wrong. He's got plans. And then he has to tell all of them, shut up. Let's like get behind closed doors, please, before we start talking about all our schemes.
And his health is sort of really declining.
I don't know if it's declining, but it's at least as bad as it was last time.
It just seems worse. Maybe I haven't seen him in 2 books, but
yeah,
it seems worse.
Maybe it is worse, but I thought it was about the same. They were talking about the skull, whether like it actually is the mountain, and they're like, but what good would it do her to this not be Clegane's skull? Because if he comes out alive later, she'll be exposed as a liar before all the 7 kingdoms. She would be an utter fool to risk that, which to be honest, we know Cersei, so she totally would. But I don't know if this is not like, I think
I also think it's definitely Clegane's head, but that doesn't mean Clegane is not being used by Qyburn, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I do think that
there
it
may
is
still be a
Clegane's
monster brewing, but maybe just a headless monster this time.
Yeah, exactly. And like, yeah, like it's even Cersei is not like, come on, even Cersei knows this, you know, which is saying something. Like,
yeah, but yeah, anyway, okay. The sand snakes are like, I guess this is a start to something. And Ilaria, like, she has a pretty good point, actually. She's like, a start. All the people that were involved in the death of Elia and her kids are dead. And even some who weren't involved. Like, when does it end? You're gonna go, like, keep avenging, and then somebody's gonna kill you, and then my elder daughters will have to go avenge you, and then they'll get killed, and then the younger daughters will have to go avenge them, and when does it end? It just goes round and round and round. It just... Yeah. There's no end to this. It's like an eye for an eye, and the world will be blind, like... Yeah. Yeah. So she's really advocating for them to not pursue this vengeful violence. Or violent vengeance. I don't know which one I prefer, but all of that. And
yeah, Abara basically is like, yeah, but it's gonna be war anyway. So, now's the right time because all of our enemies are in disarray.
The time is ripe. And she's like, what, to make more skulls? And she's like, I can't deal with all this. And this is when finally Doran is like, don't worry, nothing will happen to your daughters, I promise. Go rest. And so then she takes her leave. Oh, before, by the way, one of the other people that followed them was the Maester, who also got dismissed before this. So literally, 12 people are
literally all of them.
Yeah, so the Maester left with the skull, Ilaria leaves, and then the Nymeria is like, Ilaria doesn't get my father. He was cooler than this. And he's like, she gets more than you understand. Just shut up. And yeah, but we have things to discuss, but she doesn't need to be a part of that. So let's begin, because this war has already begun. And Abara is like, yeah, Ariane took care of that. And Abara's like, I don't really mean it as an insult. I'm just saying it happened, you know?
Got a point.
Yeah. And they're talking about how, like, when Balon Swan sees, not Ariane, Marcella, all is going to go to hell. And this is when Ariane's like, but that's not the story he's gonna hear. Marcella's gonna tell him that it was Darkstar that killed Eris and also tried to kill Marcella, and he did try to kill Marcella, so that part's true.
And Nymeria points that out too, so she's got her gossip hounds on the case, because she shouldn't necessarily know that.
Oh, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if that part is a secret. Like, at least among the people here.
Oh, right. Right, because she would know that Hota was the one who killed Eris.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, and, yeah, it's just that, Darkstar is now fled beyond our reach. We gotta go get him. And they're not convinced that Marcella would tell the story, but Ariane seems to think she will. And I think the point of not the point, but like one of the important reasons for getting Ariane back on Doran's side was so that she could convince Marcella to do this.
Right. Yeah. Right?
So we assume that she has convinced her of the plan. And, yeah. And then they're talking about the water gardens again, and Doran's explaining that, Daenerys didn't just like seeing kids hang out at the pool. She also came to a very important realization that, they're all just kids, like highborn or lowborn. You really can't tell them apart.
Yeah.
And the lesson she passed to her son was there is your realm, remember them, and everything you do it for these children. And that all the Martells have like passed it on since, and that Doran's mother passed it on to him, and it's his responsibility to remember that it's an easy thing for a prince to call the spears, but in the end it's the children that pay the price. So for their sake, the wise prince will wage no war without good cause, nor any war he cannot hope to win. And I know that you think I'm weak, frightened, and feeble, but your father knew me better. He and I worked more closely than you know, but now he is gone. The question is, can I trust his daughters to serve me in his place?
Dude. Oh, and this was like, I think like top 10 monologues for sure in this series.
I wish we could have seen Oberyn and him together. Like, we never got to see the two of them interact.
Yeah, this would be really nice.
Yeah. And at first they're like,
and he makes this makes this fun analogy about like him being like the sweet, soft sand for Oberyn's viper to hide in. And I just was like,
grass,
man.
I think.
Oh, why did I say sand?
Because sand snakes, dude.
Right, yes, grass is what I meant. Like, can he just be alive again and be here in the council room, making the little plans?
Yeah.
Because obviously they, like, disagreed and stuff, right? Because he was like, I told him not to go do this,
you.
What? What?
Okay.
In the show, do we see them interact?
The show is worst in most manners. Okay, that's just a given.
But
Oberyn is even better in the show than he is in the book.
Really?
And
dude, how?
Even if you just knew the actor, you would be like, yeah, obviously. But, like, it's beyond, like, the actor is 80% of it, but it's also...
Oh my god, I want to know who the actor is now.
I know, I can't tell you. I can't tell you everything, okay? We're just gonna watch your face be pleasantly surprised.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, that's okay. That's like 5 years from now. We don't need to worry about it. Okay, sorry. They actually seem to take it in. And Tyeen's like, it's the doing nothing that's difficult for us. So give us a task, any task, and we will obey you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, you promise? And, you know, he makes them swear on their father's grave.
Mm-hmm.
And Tywin's like, yes, I swear on my father's grave. And Nymeria is like, I swear by Oberyn Martell, a better man than you. Which is like, is that even like, that's kind of like against the spirit of this vow.
Right. Yeah.
And Obara also swears by her father. So the point is they are on board.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where he tells them what's happening and what the plan is. What's happening is that Cersei has put together a plan only Cersei can put together. Which is that on the way to King's Landing, Tristan is going to get, the party's going to get attacked by outlaws and only Tristan will die. And she wants me there so that I can witness the attack with my own eyes, and then there's no way I can blame her for it. Mm-hmm. And also the outlaws are going to be shouting half man, and Balon, only him, is going to glimpse Tyrion, though no one else will. Just like,
dude, this sounds like a dream that Cersei had once.
This is exactly what Cersei would do. So first off, so this is like just how Cersei it sounds tells us that it is in fact the Cersei's plan, right?
Yeah.
So they know this, like, down to the intimate details.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Merryweather.
You do?
Yeah.
I do too. Okay. Let's move on. Glad we're agreed. And so
I will say it's been so long I struggled to remember her name, but
did you look
pretty
it
sure
up,
it's
or?
Merryweather. No.
Okay, nice.
I was sitting there and then I was like, what's her face? Merryweather. I think that's exactly how it went down.
Nice. So that's Cersei's plan.
Mm-hmm.
And Doran's plan is that they're going to go down to the Water Gardens and Marcella is going to tell her story as they have instructed her. Mm-hmm. And she's going to ask Balon to hunt down the man who hurt her, and he has no choice but to agree.
Mm-hmm.
So Obara is going to take him on a wild goose chase to find Darkstar. But in the meantime, they can't go against Cersei's orders just yet. So they're going to send Marcella on her way, but it's going to be Nymeria that's going to accompany her and take Oberyn's seat at the court. Mm-hmm. So we got that going. Mm-hmm. And then Tywin is also going to King's Landing, but this time to infiltrate the Sept. Because he can tell that shit's going down, and unlike Cersei, he does not discount them.
Yeah. Dude. This is wild. Like, this is, like, wild. I love this little plotting.
And apparently her mother was a Septa.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Septa Lemore. Who knows? Another theory, you know. We don't know, but a theory worth having.
Dude, I like that.
But then, sorry, it's just if her mother is Septa Lemore,
mm-hmm.
Septa Lemore knows about Aegon. They don't seem to know about Aegon, so I don't know. I don't know where the points connect, but you know, just a thought. Random thoughts, lots of thoughts. So all three of the Sand Snakes have their parts set out for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
dare I say I love every single scheme that Doran ever tells us.
It's pretty
dare I say twice cannot be just a lightning strike coincidence, you know what I mean? Like, man, like
how he's that good, is that what you're saying? Okay, sorry.
Thank you for translating me today.
It's all good. No, he's pretty good. So the Sand Snakes are like, great, we will do this, goodbye. So they leave, and then finally Arianne is there, and she's like, you know, I should go instead of Nymeria, but he's like, you're my heir, we got things to do. And apparently he'll have another task for her soon. And she's like, oh, a task? Does that mean you have some new tidings? And apparently he's got news from Lys that a great fleet has put in there to take on water. Volantine ships chiefly carrying an army. No word as to whose they are or where they might be bound, but there was talk of elephants. Thoughts?
Dude, is this freaking, what's his name? Oh my god, names are gonna be the end of me. Give me like 1 second. Aegon.
Yeah.
Is this
Golden
Aegon
Company? They got elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Aegon and Company. Get it?
Yeah.
Get
and
it?
They're thinking that that it might be Daenerys, that she's laying low, not like letting people see her plan so that she can take King's Landing unawares. And Arianne is like, do you think Quinton will be with them? And Dorne's like, he could be. We'll know by where they land, because if they land in Dorne, then, you know, likely that they've got Dornish on board that are directing them here. Yeah, basically he's like, we don't know yet, so we can't make those plans. Get ready for tomorrow. We leave at first light. And Arya Hota's like, okay, that means we might leave by midday. Honestly, this is the mentality we'll need to adopt, because we're going to be spending a lot of time with extended family coming up.
Oh
and
my
this
god.
is going to be happening.
Oh my god, real. Ugh. Don't even.
It's okay. Then we will be free of them. Not that we like just like then we'll have the opportunity to set our own times and stick by them, unless they ruin our habits somehow.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay, such a tangent. What are we talking about? Yeah, basically after that he goes to bed. That's the end.
Like, no, he's like, they have a little moment. He's like, you know, dude, like, Dornish, none of the Dornish were involved until, like, my brother died, you know? And, like, I don't know if that's my shame or my glory. You know, like, is it good that I sat out? Is it bad that I let my brother die? Like, what's, you know? And the guy's like, man,
it's not for me to say.
Yeah, you just gotta live with what happened.
They protect.
Yeah, literally.
No, I should have said, it's not for me to say, serve, protect, obey. There. Pretend I said that all along.
Oh my god.
Rhyming just sounds better, obviously. That's why poetry. But not that all poetry has to rhyme. I don't know. Okay, it's getting super late. We've been talking about a lot for a very long time. So it is time we wrap it up. Yeah. Next chapters. We're doing 2. Give me your hopes and predictions.
Okay. I'm gonna swing for the fences, okay?
Yeah.
Is it swing for the fences?
I think so.
Okay, sorry. My brain went on but why would it be swing for the fences? Fences aren't that high. I think it's one of those
sports terms. Just
swing for the fences, like it's like home run? Like,
yeah.
Okay, but I guess, are they called fences in baseball?
No, I think it's a golf thing.
Oh, that does make a lot of sense. Okay, Thank you. Thank you for indulging. What was I saying?
Okay, wait. No, it does say baseball. Swing hard with the aim of getting a home run. I don't know.
Okay, so I guess they are called fences. Okay, I just never realized they were called fences. Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay, I'm gonna swing for the fences here. Cersei, Arya.
Okay, all right. You really went ambitious. I mean, sure. I don't forget, we still have this book's characters to contend with. Like, they're not just
and that's okay. And that's okay. These guys can wait a second while I learn about them.
Yeah. Okay. I guess, or you can wait a second and instead read chapter 39 and 40. 39 being Jon.
Ooh, okay, Jon. What was he doing? Oh yeah, he sent Mance on the mission. He's getting closer to Melisandre, boo. He's leaving all of his besties at other stations, boo. He's gonna be doing some politicking, hearing from Stannis, seeing what's going on, fretting.
Okay.
Melisandre is gonna be scheming,
Chapter 40 is Tyrion.
Okay.
They are
Tyrion.
aboard the perfumed seneschal, or the stinky steward, as you may recall.
I think they're gonna be on board. We're gonna meet some people. We're gonna see what the vibes are like.
Isn't that what we did last time?
Oh wait, oh yeah, and Penny. Oh wait, they're gonna get off.
You totally forgot a whole chapter, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, yeah, they're gonna get there, and then they're gonna get off, and then we're gonna see what's Dany gonna do?
Okay.
That way,
Cool.
Yes or no, Jorah, why are you here? There's got to be some sort of watch out for Jorah now, if you see a guy yay high, yay scruffy, get rid of him,
Right. Okay.
What number chapters are those?
3940.
3940. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the last book had only 45 chapters total, so
that book was short, man. That was especially compared to book 3 and book 5. No
definitely
way.
in terms of chapters. The chapters were long, but number of chapters was.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about? I mean, back then when George R. R. Martin thought that was half of a book, it made sense.
Right. Oh, rip.
I forgot to ask you for predictions for.
Oh yes.
Dorne.
Okay.
Okay. So this obviously the Golden Company is coming.
Mm-hmm.
How are they gonna deal with that?
Man, I don't even know, because if he wants Doran to marry Dany, first of all,
who? Quentin?
No, sorry, Quentin. That's what I meant. I don't know why a single word is not coming out right today. Yes, I know he wants Quentin to marry Dany, right?
Good thing we're recording tomorrow, or rather today, because it's past midnight.
That's okay. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so because he wanted that to happen, so if he's still so are they even gonna accept Aegon? Are they even gonna believe it's real? Are they gonna try and subtly, if they think it's fake, are they gonna see him as a competitor, see him as somebody to be stopped? Are they gonna, but he's probably, for him, home base would probably be Dorne and stuff, right? So he's probably gonna come right to them to try and, it would make sense to go to them, win their loyalties, get them on his side, right?
Yeah, he wants to go to his non-gay.
Exactly. So I feel like he'll come do that, and then Doran and Arianne and all of them will kind of have to contend with that. And maybe the plan then is hey, we get Arianne married to Doran,
Once
no,
again,
I keep saying
why
that.
do you want these kids to marry their dad?
He'll have to be maybe Arianne marries Quentin. Wait, no.
Arianne marries Aegon?
Thank you. Yeah, maybe that'll have to be the pivot. But then maybe she won't want to do that, because she wants to be the heir here. Or maybe she will, because then she gets to be queen.
But then say Daenerys shows up married to Quentin, just
right. So then that's also
happens. Then who are they supporting as the?
I don't know.
Or they do a whole 4-people marriage, all the polygamy, right? Marriages,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
The dragon has 4 heads.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But then maybe he'll be Quentin, stop your plans. Where the hell are you? Get over here. But then Quentin's already gone. How's he gonna get in touch with Quentin? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like this is we had this nice little plan that could work, and this is gonna sort of,
Shake things up. Let's
Shake
put it
things
into words because, once again, a podcast. Your gestures will not be transmitted.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no, this is definitely going to get messy, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to end up coming down to, like, we have to support Elia's heir in front of us over, because, like, technically their relation to Aegon is closer than to Dany, right?
Yeah.
Because he's directly. So I think that, like, it is going to turn into a pivot, but that might be weird because, like, Quentin's over there on his own. He doesn't know any of this is happening, right? And then also, like, all of these plans have already been set into. So I think it's going to be messy, but we'll see how it goes, you know? Maybe it does end up like a Quentin-Arianne rivalry, too, if now they're both vying to be with the dragon, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, I just had a thought, like, so Dorne had the secret agreement with, I think, Sir Willem Darry, I guess, that Arianne would marry Viserys, which didn't happen, and, you know, all of that. And then, like, Varys and Illyrio have the secret agreement to hide, so like, Aegon.
Fucking secret agreements.
And Illyrio know about the secret agreement about Viserys and Arianne?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think we know, but, like,
exactly. It's so complex. Yeah, and I was gonna bring that up too, but I totally forgot. Where it's like, I'm getting so confused between not like confused, but it just there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much of, like, this person thinks this is happening and they're attached to this person, but they barely talk. And then, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just, there's so much and I have no idea where this is going.
Yeah. All right. The other predictions. The Abara taking Balon on a wild goose chase for Darkstar is that. I mean, I say wild goose chase. I mean, Darkstar is somebody they need to catch. So, like, will they catch him? Will they bring him to justice? Will Balon, like, fall for this, like, whole scheme, first off?
I think so.
Okay. So, yes to that. And then Darkstar.
I think they might find Darkstar, but it might be an issue of, like, if they find Darkstar might tell the truth, and then Balon might report to Cersei, like, that sort of thing. So I think that'll be bad when it happens, but I don't think it'll be. I don't think they're gonna find him right away, though.
Would they take Darkstar's word over Marcella's? If
I think, not that he would take his word over it, but I feel like he would definitely report it back to Cersei, and then Cersei would be like, this is what I think, you know?
Cersei, who's in a cell at the Sept of Baelor, Cersei?
Hey, you know, he's thinking he's reporting back to Cersei. So he'll report it back to, I guess, what's her name? Marjorie, Kevin? Maybe?
Remember Kevin came back?
Oh, he did?
No, well, we don't know if he came back, but they definitely sent for him. We heard that.
Right.
Like, okay. Qyburn comes to see Cersei, and he brings news that there's been changes to the council, and that the new council has sent for Kevin to come rule.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's what we heard. Yeah. Yeah, but we did not hear if he actually ever got there. So maybe it is Marjorie, I guess. Or, like, whoever is in the council. I don't think they said Marjorie was in the council. No, wait. Marjorie herself is also a prisoner. Sorry, what?
Oh, wait, but I had that theory
where
where
she was forgetting things.
No, I had that theory that she was going to get off, but Cersei wasn't.
Right. Okay, sorry. There's just so many, like, what has actually happened when we have
versus what we think. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So Darkstar part might cause trouble, might blow the whole cover and whatever. What about Nymeria and Tyene heading to King's Landing to scheme it up?
That's gonna be so cool. I really want one of their POVs. That would be fun.
They don't say if Tristane, I think it's Tristane is going to be going with them or not.
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna send Tristan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. I think
that's good. Yeah. Slay.
Yeah, let's just move on. But we've already done next chapters. So since we're taking the time already, I'm just gonna I just want to apologize and also explain to listeners that I'm living in like 4 dimensions of A Song of Ice and Fire right now, and my brain is not categorizing it well. So we are recording episodes that are coming out months from now. I am editing episodes that are coming out like a month from now. We're posting episodes that are coming out now. People are asking us questions about episodes that come out now, and I do not remember everything well enough from that long ago.
Yeah.
If somebody's like, what about this? I'm like, and then also I have been consuming A Song of Ice and Fire content on my own, like, and that just is like anywhere from theories for Winds of Winter, not that I can say that, to like rereading a Game of Thrones. Like, it just it's all over the place. So there's like 5 dimensions to that, and then add the dimension of my own brain where sometimes I think I have conversations, but in fact they only occurred in my brain. So when somebody's like, when are you going to talk about this? I'm like, I don't know if we've already talked about this on an upcoming chapter that we have recorded but not posted, or if we have not talked about it, or if we have only talked about it in my head. And it takes me some time to parse through it. So if my answers are delayed, I apologize, but do bear with us, because doing this is the lesser of 2 evils, because we're going to be occupied for several months. So the other option is that there's no episodes for like 6 months, or that there's episodes, but they were recorded months in advance. So sorry, everyone. We love you. And you're going to hear this months after, like, I've been already fucking up for months. So, like, I'm sorry for all those times. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you're slaying, and people are thankful, and it's great.
I hope so. I sure hope so. But I just want to take a quick look at when this one is coming out, because I think this one is this.
I think this is like January. I think
it's January, but is it the first one in January? Oh, it is the first episode.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everyone. Also,
Nav's birthday's tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
Right. You didn't say it was New Year's Day. I misunderstood. As I'm misunderstanding everything in this chapter.
Yeah.
Today.
I will be old by the time this comes out. And between this episode and next episode, the Duncan Egg series is going to release on HBO, so I wish you luck, listeners. I hope it's okay. Now, listen, it was going to be released like this year, and I had hyped myself because I have like a special place in my heart for Duncan Egg that I don't for a lot of other things, like House of the Dragon. Like, I don't really care about that. Like, reading, I didn't really care about that history part of it, okay? I'm going to be honest. I ended up liking the show, okay, but like, whatever. But Duncan Egg, special place in my heart, and so I was super hyped, and then they kept delaying it so much that I have had time to temper my excitement a little bit.
Okay, good.
Temper? Is it temper or tamper? Temper.
Temper, yeah.
Because tamper is like tamper with. Temper my excitement a little bit, so hopefully I'll be able to endure whatever nonsense they throw at us. I don't know.
Oh my god. I will say, my phone and like my general world has been trying to spoil me, and I have been trying to not get spoiled.
Try harder. Try even harder.
No, because I think I was on like Instagram or YouTube or something, and it gave me a like, not like a promo video, but like a promo poster for the Dunkin' Egg series. I was like, what is this random HBO promo? And then I was like, why am I being targeted? And then, yeah,
because
the others,
you literally do a podcast for
no, but like, here's the thing. I'm good at like, I do what I can. Like, I try to reject cookies. I try to like, you don't let me look anything up.
Our phones are listening to us.
I know, but I'm saying for something that has gotten me by for 5 years, it's suddenly failing me.
Yeah.
There's like random moments where like things will come up and I'll be like, I have a sneaking suspicion that this is a thing that I need to forget. And then I just do.
Okay.
And then I go into my mind palace and I go, like, I don't want to try and recall it.
Given that you're forgetting things that you should remember.
Hey, you know what? There's good and bad to being a chronic forgetter, okay?
Chronic forgetter.
There literally is good and bad. Like, the amount of times I can just will things away, as long as it's not like a big thing. Like, if you're like, don't think about the blue elephant, of course I'm gonna think about the blue elephant. But like, I know that's not the phrase, but ignore me. Since I can't even remember anything else this episode. See, point. What was I saying? I had a point.
Were you thinking about Khan Vele Bandar Damag Chennai? Is that what you were trying to reference?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
like, sort of, yeah. But like the English version of it. You know the one that's like, when people say, don't think of a white, I think it's white elephant, because elephants are white. That makes more sense. Or no, not
there
gray
are
elephant.
White elephants.
Yes, but I don't know if that's the phrase. Like,
okay,
you know, like,
we don't need to do this.
Moving on. Okay. Give me like 1 second to compose myself. Okay. White elephant. There's sometimes there's good and bad to not remembering things. Yeah, there have definitely been moments where like I've like come across like a show spoiler or something, and I've just been like, it's like, if I just, not for A Song of Ice and Fire, but like for things that I know I want to watch or that I'm actively watching. And it's one of those things where like, if I'm having like a normal day, like it's not too heightened of an emotion to like intensify the memory. And if it's like a chill day and it's like it's not something that I take I don't sit there and think about it, I can usually let it leave me.
Right.
You know? Anyway, yeah. So, Anyway, my phone's trying to betray me.
You just gotta keep it up for a few more months.
Yes, I got this.
And then for a few more years if we cover the show. But like, I'm gonna be so much more chill about the show. You can read everything. I don't care.
Oh my god, slay.
No, I don't mean that.
But you said that.
No, it's just I won't be as bummed about show spoilers as I would be if you like found out about the Red Wedding, or you know.
Right. Yeah. No, we've done good. Yeah. Kept me clean. 5 years sober.
We can do this, but we can't do this. Okay. We really got to do this. The thing. Okay. We're doing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, send in reviews. Send in reviews. Give us 5-star reviews. And like,
send a screenshot, enter
exactly
the contest, then join us for an episode, or get us to watch something, or get us to watch something and join us for an episode. Like,
exactly.
So many options.
Yeah, and like, do it by the end of like April 2026, and then you get like double the entries, and you get double the chance of actually winning, because one of our winners is going to be the person who submits the most reviews, and you know, like, has the most. You know, just do it. Do the thing.
Exactly. And also, somebody asked if, like, reviews they left before we started the contest count. They do. You just got to send a screenshot of it. It's the screenshots that we count as an entry. Yeah.
Slay people, do it.
Send the reviews, but also send emails, because we love emails.
Yes.
Our email is popculturesymposium@gmail.com. And that's also a great place to send your screenshot, because I got a folder and everything. So if you win, I know exactly where to go to find how to contact you. And we don't have to rely on this brain of mine. It's a great brain. Don't worry about it. And follow us on Instagram @popculturesymposium. And finally, join the Discord. Oh, yes. Yes. Since we're like both ahead and behind, it's like chaotic keeping up with the chatter. But you know who's in the same timeline as you, the other listeners. So talk to them on there, definitely. And answer our like weekly questions and just
vibe.
Vibe.
And
Just slay.
It's also the
We
best
haven't said
way.
slay in so long.
That's literally not true. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's accidentally getting slightly phased out. Not that it's getting phased out, but like before it used to be sort of like ubiquitous, like just anytime, anything, throw it at the wall. But like now it's like it's become more specific.
Selective.
In my vocabulary. Yeah. Like I'm using, not even selective, it's just like I'm using it for specific things that I've like arbitrarily assigned it to, you know? Yeah. Like it's not even, you know.
You were going to say something else before we went on the sleigh train.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. I said,
okay, wait.
Join Discord, answer questions.
Join Discord. Oh, yeah. Also, because we are so both behind and ahead, it's the best way to talk to us, too. Because then you can just be like, hey.
Yes, because we will be checking the messages in real time or like real-ish time, like within the same few days, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, help. And also what helps me get grounded is when people are talking about the episode that just dropped and then it like, they'll be like, it was so funny when Harmouth forgot Aegon's name, and then I remember like all the surrounding conversations and then like more things come back to me, you know?
Yes, totally. Help our brains lock in, basically.
All right. That's a lot of talking for any person. Thank you for listening. For anybody that actually sticks to, like, I don't mind long episodes, like, when I listen to them, because I always am listening to something. So I'll just listen to that one episode longer instead of listening to 2 episodes that are shorter, you know? But I get that that's not everybody's jam, so we're sorry. But if you're here at this point, you are
a trooper.
Exactly. Like, you are exactly who this podcast is meant for if you've stuck through. And we love you for it.
Yes.
So, until next time, farewell, my friends.
Talk to you later.